Good evening and welcome everybody to Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health, honor above all. And tonight we are in Scottsdale for one of the biggest rivalries in the state, as the Chaparral Firebirds are set to host the Saguaro Sabercats, two schools located just 5 miles apart. And hello everybody, Chris Harris here with you, along with three-time Super Bowl champion with the Dallas Cowboys, Dale Hillstray, as well as Wes Horton. Spent 7 years in the NFL with the Carolina Panthers, including one Super Bowl appearance. And guys, what a game we have here tonight. These two programs first met in 1973. Bragging rights are at stake, and you know the emotions are going to be running high.
I was part of the early rivalry, and it's vicious, it's different. It's so much fun to get ready for a game like this if you're in high school football, because it doesn't come around very often.
Well, we have two teams coming off of a bye week, so that gives them an opportunity to work on themselves, right? Assignment football, taking care of the penalties, and not turning the ball over. Whichever team's able to do a better job of that will come out with the victory tonight.
Now, offensively, Saguaro's led by junior Marcel Jones. He became the starting quarterback 2 weeks ago. He had to sit out the first 4 games because he transferred into Saguaro from Chaparral in the middle of last season. But boy, since he stood up with the Sabercats, he's given the offense some juice.
I was talking with Darius Kelly before the game, and hey, back in the old days, you didn't transfer to Saguaro, Chaparral, or Saguaro. You stayed there, but we got to see Marcel Jones in his debut against Corona del Sol. He's dynamic. He can make plays all over the football field with his legs, with his arms. You see the numbers there. He's a leader. Obviously has some interest from colleges. Be exciting to see how much he's improved in a couple weeks.
Well, on the other side of the ball for the Sabercats, senior defensive end Garrett Martin is the guy who sets the tone for Saguaro.
Well, it's great to see Garrett Martin back from injury. He is the #1 rated defensive end in the state of Arizona. He does a great job of coming off the football. He does a great job of using his length, and he has great technique when he's rushing the passer. I spoke to him earlier this week. He said he loves his matchup this week. He expects to have multiple sacks for this game.
Well, offensively for Chaparral, senior wide receiver Gavin Mesa is a terrific athlete, one of the best athletes in the state. He's a 3-year starter and senior captain for Chaparral.
Yeah, he is. He's a young man after my own heart, a multiple sport guy. I'm always encouraging young guys, play as many sports as you can. You look at him, he's 6'5", he's 215 pounds, physical. He gets the ball, go up. He will go up and get it when the ball's in the air, and you just watch him play. He's exciting, he's fun, and continued success.
Well, defensively for the Firebirds, senior free safety Justin Fisher has been an absolute tackling machine for the Firebirds.
Yeah, Justin Fisher, he's a 3-year starter. He does a great job of making a lot of tackles. He's got 51 tackles on the season so far. That is tied for the 6A for defenders in the 6A. When the ball gets to the second level, he's always in position. He takes great angles to the football, and he's a great open field tackler.
All right, when we come back, we'll have the keys to the game and kickoff between the Saguaro Sabercats and Chaparral Firebirds. What a game it's going to be. You're watching Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health. Honor above all.
As a member-owned financial services cooperative, we've been putting people before profit for 75 years. And take pride in being a part of your Valley community. Through fundraising initiatives, volunteering, and supporting community events, we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve. Global Credit Union. Strength in community, strength in members.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignment. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car's out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignment. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Thank you.
Get a 20% off coupon when you donate by August 31st. Find your nearest donation location at goodwillaz.org.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chaparral High Schools. We get set for the Scottsdale Showdown. Saguaro Chaparral. Let's now send it down to the field for the fourth member of our
Guys,
team.
we have a game tonight. Big time rivalry here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Had the chance to talk to both coaches before the game, and they said that this week's practice was intense and everybody was locked in. Both these teams are coming off bye weeks, and everybody is healed up and got their intensity built up. I expect this game to be physical and hard-hitting. Let's see what happens.
Thank you so much, Nick. And it is going to be a hard-hitting affair. Emotions are going to be running high. Joel Seawald, our referee here tonight, handling the coin toss, brought to you by Honor Health, honor above all. And Garrett Martin right there. Wes, you just talked about him a moment ago. Looks like he's going to get the call here on the coin toss. And looks like Chaparral won the toss. Let's see what they elect to do here. And they are going to defer, so Chaparral will get the ball in the second half, and it'll be Saguaro who's going to get the ball to start off our game here tonight.
I just got a remark. I mean, every week Nick comes with a hairdo to end all hairdos. He's down there, his locks blown in the wind, the curls. You know, he spends a little extra time, I think, with the curling iron before the games, and he is ready to go.
There was nobody more fired up about the windy conditions here tonight than Nick. He got the hair flowing everywhere. And speaking of the conditions here tonight, gentlemen, 64 degrees as we get set for kickoff, as we take a look at Saguaro head coach Darius Kelly getting set in his first season as the head coach in this rivalry game. He was a defensive back coach last year when the SaberCats won the 6A state championship. Now he's the head man. And then on the other side for Chaparral, his second season leading the Firebird program is Doug Nissison. And he's got his troops ready to go. Talking with both coaches, you know, they both mentioned you got to keep the emotions in check here tonight. No stupid penalties.
Well, especially early in the game, because when you get these rivalry games, I don't know if USC ever had any rivals, West, but the fact that early in the game, young kids, you know these kids since you're 8, 9 years old, you either played with them or against them. You want to make sure that the pre-snap penalties and the post-whistle penalties are off the board. Don't make any dumb moves after the whistle's blown.
And we are underway, and there's our first penalty flag of the night. It was Braden Barker with the kick to get things started for the Firebirds. And our first flag thrown by our referee here tonight, Joel Seawald.
You hate to see that come back after a great return on the first play, but it looks like it'll be coming back.
And let's take a look at our referees here for tonight. Joel Seawald, Steve Johnson. We got Matt Coxhead, Jeff Barker, Troy Stewart, Mark Skosapic, and Richard Sousa are officials for this evening. And there is Marcel Jones, the junior quarterback transferred in from Chaparral last year. And Dale, you mentioned off the top of the broadcast, we did his first game once he became eligible against Corona del Sol. Takes the snap, working the right side, down the sidelines. And it looked like he's going to pick up the first down.
Nice little quarterback sweep out to the outside, gets a lead blocker outside, able to get a nice run there.
Take a look at that Saguaro offense. A lot of new faces now that all the transfers are eligible to play.
Pretty cool. A couple Whitakers, brothers, seniors, sophomore getting to play together. My daughter's got to do that in high school and basketball, and it's a year that they will never, ever forget.
And they both start both ways for the SaberCat team. Pickup of about 4 on the carry there.
I like the play call early, going to the inside zone. Obviously, this offensive line outweighs the defensive line by a lot. So take them off the line of scrimmage, get 4 or 5 yards.
Justin Fisher, the free safety, player that you touched on, Wes, off the top. Jadon Wiseman picks up the first down. Wiseman, also a terrific defender. The junior, long, rangy, athletic, already has an offer for Bowling Green, and he's got the first down here for the SaberCats.
6 catches for 128 yards coming to this game, and when we watched this Saguaro team in the Corona del Sol game, as soon as Marcel Jones came into the game, there was a lift, an offensive lift, and there was more pace to the game, and that's what he brings to this team.
Pre-snap penalty. One of the things you just spoke of a moment ago, Dale, something you got to avoid here tonight. So another 5 yards, ball down midfield.
And that's where the bye week really helps, right? As a coach, you really harp on making sure guys are playing discipline, watching the man in front of them instead of looking at the ball.
Trips to the right for the SaberCats. Jones out of shotgun. He's going to take a shot down the field. Has a receiver. Little too much on that one. Wide open, getting behind the defense was the sophomore Aiden Whitaker, just couldn't connect.
Well, really good protection. Chaparral brings a blitz. You got the running back stepping up, taking on the linebacker. Great pocket for Marcel Jones. Again, very windy down there. And so, again, you got to adjust to those things. Last week, we talked about 95 degrees, not a breath of air. This Friday night, 64 degrees, and the wind is definitely blowing from right to left.
And that was one of the things when we talked to the coaches before the game down the field. They wanted this wind to die down. 2nd and 5, left side. With the carry for the SaberCats. That was Marcel Jones. And how about making the tackle for the Firebirds? It's Parker Halverson, the senior.
There's a zone read right there, really putting stress on the defense to play assignment football, knowing who has a quarterback, knowing who has the running back.
Well, you can see the wind right there. It's ripping pretty good right now. But how about the emotion from Halverson after that tackle as his helmet came flying off?
Well, you get another offsides here, and Saguaro wasn't really even lined up to run a play, and you got 2 Chaparral guys jumping off sides. I see Brady Short out there going, guys, what are you doing? It's not even a hard count. I mean, sometimes you can understand a hard count, but they're not even in their cadence yet.
I think that's just the excitement of such a big rivalry game, and these guys just want to come off the ball and make a play so fast. You got to lock it in.
First down, Jones drops it off. Catch and run by Nikolai Procopio, and he is one of those players that transferred into Saguaro from Chaparral. Pick up 21.
What a great play. He comes down the line of scrimmage, act like he's going to block the defensive end. He sneaks up inside. 6'3", 225 pounds.
Big pickup there by Elias Johnson, the senior running back, but another penalty flag.
Go back to that previous play. Just a tremendous concept because the defensive end is getting ready to take on the block of the H-back. He sneaks in behind him, and what turns out to be a big gain.
Also on that play, a great block by number 4, Mason Whitaker, out in the perimeter, helping the guy come across and get up the field and get some positive yardage.
So Chaparral continues to rack up the penalties here. Opening drive with Saguaro, and the SaberCats are now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. And it's going to be 1st and goal, SaberCats from the Firebirds 7. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 for Johnson, the senior running back.
Right behind that left tackle, that's Jack Vandeloo. 4.7 GPA and 6'4", 255 pounds. You know it, Wes. Offensive linemen, they're the ones with the 4.0 GPAs. You don't see a whole lot of defensive linemen with those GPAs.
Marcel Jones, right
I
side.
can't disagree with you on that one.
And he's in for the touchdown. Marcel Jones, the 5-yard touchdown run. And the SaberCats strike first.
Oh, I love the play call there. Going back to the quarterback's sweep, getting guys out in front of him. There's number 6, Elias Johnson. They're getting a nice block. Easy touchdown.
For Marcel Jones, as his 4th rushing touchdown of the season in just a little over 2 games of action this season. He is an absolute weapon, Dale. You mentioned a dual threat.
Well, he's a dual threat. His extra point goes through the uprights. Also 3 penalties that were accepted. 5 called on Chaparral in that first drive.
So the SaberCats score 6 on the 5-yard run by Marcel Jones with the extra point. They lead 7-0.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Honor Health, Honor Above All, and in part by Collins Comfort Masters. No worry. By Luna Restaurants and Valley of the Sun National Football Foundation, working together to support Arizona Scholar athletes. Gateway Community College, lower tuition, 100% acceptance. And
visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Nature has a subtle way of telling you when something is good. Those healthy, everyday choices, together with our first-class team of experts, are a great way to honor health.
I'm charged up for tonight's rivalry game. It's Saguaro at Chaparral. Guys, how do things stack up tonight with our keys to the game?
Well, Charlie, we are charged up as well. Charlie from Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert bringing us our keys to the game. And Dale, we start off with Saguaro.
Yeah, obviously you sit there. Number one to me is finished drives, because we saw them against Corona del Sol move the ball back and forth. They finished drives. They got that done on the first drive of the football game. And the defense, they want to stop the outside run and not give up any big plays.
So we're about 3 minutes into the ball game, and the SaberCats took the opening drive down the field as Marcel Jones finishing it off with the 5-yard touchdown run. Had a little bit of help with some Chaparral penalties along the way. And kicking this off for the SaberCats, Ivan Salgado. And big return down the left side for the Firebirds. So Chaparral's going to have nice field position after the 37-yard return by Seiji Hegg. And Wes, we take a look at the Firebirds' keys here tonight.
Yeah, they got to be able to sustain drives, eliminate the penalties, execute the offense. You had the bye week, now it's time to execute. And for defense, be able to contain Marcel Jones, whether it's the zone read, whether it's scrambling, and then also tackling in the open field.
Well, certainly in that opening drive, had some trouble containing Jones. And now the Firebirds are going to start from their own 40. Left side, first down and more for Chaparral. Nice run right there. Has not been a strong suit this season for Chaparral, but nicely done there by Alex Hegg.
You look at Hegg, 5'9", 175 pounds. Coaches say he's the fastest guy on the team, can squat over 400 pounds as a 5'9", 175-pound senior.
Pickup of 15 for Hegg. Now at the Saguaro 45. 8.5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Jet sweep, and look at the pursuit by the SaberCats. Coming up to make the big hit, Elias Johnson.
Yeah, Alex Bull on that play, just going a little too much east and west, right? At some point, you got to stick your foot in the grass and get vertical.
Well, it's easy to say that from standing up here, but really nice job by that defense. Elias Johnson looked like he was shot out of a cannon, 5 yards deep. We've seen him carry the ball now. We've seen him make tackles on defense. Pushes them back a little bit, second and very long.
Guy the coaches call a warrior and a football player. Loves the game.
He doesn't take any plays off.
Right side. And another big hit. This time for Saguaro. is Jaden Wiseman making the big hit. Another guy we've seen playing both ways here already tonight.
You see the Saguaro team, at least from my perspective, come out with a lot more energy tonight. And you see them flying around, hitting people. Didn't necessarily see that early against Corona del Sol. You see the offense here. Pretty big offensive line, some young guys inside. You got juniors and sophomores, and so they're going to grow as the season continues on.
Yeah, 2 seniors, 3 sophomores starting that offensive line. Speaking of sophomores, the quarterback, Cam Allen, number 1, he transferred in from Central, and he had to sit out the first 5 games due to the transfer rules. We now take a look at that SaberCats defense, Wes.
Yeah, obviously Garrett Martin is your playmaker on the defensive line. He's fast. He's quick off the ball. He's always in the backfield. He wins his one-on-one matchups. And then you have Elias Johnson at the linebacker position. He does a great job of finessing his way around offensive linemen and making a lot of tackles. Back to punt here for Chaparral is Gavin Mesa in to return. Number 17, Tristan Armstrong. Great punt there by Mesa. Firebirds are going to down it at about the Saguaro 11-yard line. 6:18 remaining here in the first quarter. It is the big rivalry game. Saguaro Chaparral. SaberCats up early.
Tired of repainting your home year after year? Introducing Rhino Shield, the revolutionary solution that's not paint. Rhino Shield is a durable ceramic that bonds to your home, creating a shield against harsh weather conditions. Say goodbye to frequent repainting, cracking, and peeling. Resist UV rays, keeping your home looking beautiful for years to come. Rhino Shield is backed by our 25-year warranty, giving you peace of mind and confidence in your investment. Rhino Shield, the future of home protection.
Rhino Shield. Make me smile.
Just underneath the midway point here, opening quarter. SaberCats, Firebirds swirl up top, 7-0. SaberCats took the opening possession down the field, got the touchdown. Now Marcel Jones out in the flat, catch is made. And that was Mason Whitaker with the catch. We take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. 10 plays, 77 yards, just under 3 minutes off the clock. Marcel Jones with the touchdown.
I love how this offensive coordinator is getting the ball in his hands, get out to the perimeter, let him use his speed, get some blockers in front of him. They've ran that play twice now and have had good success on it.
3rd down and 6 for the SaberCats. And Jones is going to keep it, picking up some blocks, but the Firebirds come up and get the stop. And it's Justin Fisher making the play.
Talk about Justin Fisher, leads his team in tackles, 21 for Chaparral. Looks like you have something there, but that's a lot of black jerseys rushing to the football. Nice job by that defense, forcing now 4th down and what you would think would be a punt.
Fisher, 5'11", 180, talking with Coach Nissison. If Fisher was 6'2", all the Power 4 schools would be after this guy. Salgado can't handle the snap, but gets it away. And gets a great roll. Boy, that could have been trouble there for the SaberCats, but able to get it away. All right, Dale and Wes, each week, we're going to test your knowledge with college trivia, brought to you by Gateway Community College. Here we go. This office or center can work with students to find employment and internships during school and after graduation. It may also provide job listings and career fairs.
Would that be the NFL management office?
Not quite.
I got nothing for you, Chris.
You got nothing for me. Career center is the answer. Cam Allen with the scramble. And it's going to be close to the first down. And there is a hit late by the SaberCats. That's going to be 15 yards.
Yeah, they look like Elijah Jackson right there. Clearly, after the play is over, getting a shot in on on the running back.
Elijah Jackson, just a sophomore. Emotions getting the best of him, and it's going to be a 15-yard penalty tacked on top of the run by Allen. And there's the career center. Tonight's trivia brought to you by Gateway Community College. Lower tuition, 100% acceptance, which is good news for Hellestray.
But my answer was correct, too. I mean, it can be more than one correct answer.
Well,
Gateway College.
Our producer, Brock, showed you the correct answer.
Right? No, that's what they think's the correct answer. I got a letter from the NFL saying you're getting drafted. That was my career advice.
There you go. I'll just say it worked out well for the two of you. How about that? As much as it pains me, especially for Dale. So we talk about no pre-snap penalties, keeping your emotions in check. And there you go. You got the first late hit here this evening.
And I've always said, you know what? If you're going to take it, take it. Don't bump them out of bounds. If you're going to take a shot, even though I say don't do it.
First and 10 now for the Firebirds from the Saguaro 21. Handoff, right side. Big hole on that right side. It's going to be just short of the first down, but how about the run right there by Jace Wilson, the sophomore?
What a really nice job by that offensive line. You know what? I'm going to struggle with some of these last names. I can say Dax Jansen. I don't know about Zane Cadlick, Rob Rodriguez, and Thomas Yamasiita. I'm doing my best, guys. Don't send me emails or tweets saying you mispronounced my name. My name is Hellestray. Call me anything but late for dinner. But the inside of that offensive line did a nice job.
Also, along with that, tight end number 14, Gavin Mason, not only does he catch the ball and get yards after the carry, but he's a great inline blocker. They use him a lot, fitting in, inserting when the inside zone, split leads. Mr. Do-It-All.
So it was a pickup of 9 for Wilson. Dale, I thought you did a pretty nice job there in the names. Not bad for a first swing.
You know, the first time I really stumbled over a name was when Tua
who, Dale?
Tua from Alabama.
Don't know who
I was
that
doing
is.
an Alabama game. My entire crew was like, "You've got to try it one time," and I said, "I ain't gonna try it." They made me do it, and it didn't work out well.
Coming out of the timeout, 2nd and 1 for Chaparral. 3:36 remaining, opening quarter. SaberCats lead 7-0. Allen goes under center, handoff right side. Breaks one tackle inside the 10. First down for the Firebirds, and it's Parker Halverson picking up the first down. The senior, a terrific all-around athlete. He was actually the starting running back as a sophomore last year for the Firebirds. Didn't play last year, focused on baseball. He's back this year.
Ran right through the tackle of Jaden Wiseman. Number 8 for Saguaro, kept those legs churned, able to pick up the first down, keep this drive alive. And what a nice answer from Chaparral after that initial scoring drive from Saguaro.
But now can they punch it in themselves? First and goal from the 10. And with the carries, Wilson once again. And it's going to be a pickup of about 1. So 2nd and goal from the 9.
Nice job by Garrett Martin. I mean, again, I think all eyes went to the fly sweep. And number 11 here for Saguaro. Look, everybody's out there, all those white jerseys, but not Garrett Martin. He had his eye on the football, able to make a nice, sound tackle.
We got 2 receivers split to the left, 1 to the right. The lone setback is Wilson. Allen in shotgun. Allen looks right. Oh, coming up in a big hit. Getting the sack. Garrett Martin right on cue.
Yeah, great play call by the defensive coordinator. Brought the blitz. The offensive line was a little bit confused there. Didn't know who to block. And he comes scot-free. And that closing speed, as you see, he's on the quarterback before he can even think.
3 games, he had 3.5 sacks. That's another sack. Chris, you get to know these guys a little bit better than we do because you spend a lot of time with them. Kansas?
Yeah.
He wants to go to Manhattan, Kansas?
No, he's going to Lawrence, Kansas.
I mean, Lawrence, I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's actually got some family back in Overland Park.
Really?
Not too far away, yeah. Shot to the end zone by Allen. And terrific man coverage, making the play for Saguaro, number 19. That is Delonta Foley, the junior, making the big play, breaking it up. So that's going to bring up 4th down now for Chaparral. Here comes the field goal unit.
You see Garrett Martin, 6'4", 240 pounds, to make those last 2 plays. And I guess that's a good enough reason. I don't know how many, if you've ever spent time west in Kansas. I've done games in Manhattan, Kansas. I've done games in Lawrence, Kansas. And I guess if you got family, that's good enough reason. But usually most families move away from Kansas.
Brian Barker, 34-yard field goal attempt is no good, wide left. So Chaparral not able to get any points on the board. Great drive, but nothing to show for it. 1:30 remaining here in the opening quarter.
Going back to Garrett Martin, 6'4", 240 pounds. He's played 3 games. You look at the 19 tackles, 3.5 sacks, another one now tonight. Another tackle for loss, coming back from an ankle injury earlier this summer. And it seems like he's rounding into shape.
Good look at Martin right there. Tonight's Eye in the Game is brought to you by Collins Comfort Masters. No worry, it's Collins Comfort Masters, and it is number 11, Garrett Martin.
Man, they've taken a second look at that. I don't know if you could do that one more time for us, Brock, but if you're the running back there, I would like just a tad bit better effort to at least throw your body in front of him and maybe help your quarterback from taking a big hit. As we said, a nice defensive game plan call. But let's watch 24 here. He sees him, kind of makes a business decision of, you go ahead and take the hit. Instead of throwing your body out there. Come on, Jace Wilson. I know you're only a sophomore.
Little 2-hand push. Jones gets outside. Catch is made. What a terrific throw and catch. Sabergats. Jones to Procopio. Pickup of 22.
That was a great job of Marcel Jones extending the play, but the offensive line gave him a clean pocket. He was able to get outside and deliver a great pass.
6'3", 225 pounds is Procopio. Only a junior. Watch for his name to pop up this offseason and going into next year, because he's a prototypical tight end with that size and strength and catching ability.
And those 2 players both transferred into Saguaro from Chaparral. And there's a slant route. Pass is complete. Jones this time to the sophomore Aiden Whitaker. And that'll move the chains. A pickup of 17.
Whitaker came into the game with 27 catches, 335 yards, 3 touchdowns. Great little slant route there. Ball came out quick. And that's going to end the first quarter.
And it is 7-0 Sabercats after 1. What a game we've got here at Chaparral High School. The big rivalry in Scottsdale. Second quarter. When we come back, you're watching Game Time on Your View.
Imagine a puzzle, ever-changing, 3D, with millions of pieces. This puzzle is you. Your heart is a piece, so are your lungs, your lymph nodes, and even your blood cells. Your brain? That's a puzzle within a puzzle, too complex to complete alone. From annual checkups to advanced treatments, Honor Health has assembled a team of trusted experts to help you put it all together.
Gladys Murray, all she does is worry. She even worries about,
why is it impossible to hum while holding your nose shut?
but when her AC is making strange noises, there is no worry because she uses Collins Comfort. She knows they'll get her system back up and humming in no time with their same-day service, 24/7, all year long.
No worry.
Heating and cooling problem? In a hurry? No worry. Call Collins at 480-NO-WORRY. Collins Comfort, home of no worry service and pricing.
Arizona, do you have old, ugly, or damaged concrete? You need to call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Give your concrete floors a transformation. Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy and is designed to work on your garage floor, driveways, walkways, around your pool and patio. And even better, it's ready to go in 24 hours and has a lifetime warranty. Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or call 833-417-0635 for 10% off. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They are out of this world.
7-0 as we head to the second quarter. Saguaro with the lead over Chaparral. It's time now for the Violuna Scholar Athletes of the Week. Each game we will recognize a player from both teams who represent their programs the right way, both on and off the field. For Saguaro, senior linebacker and defensive lineman Brody Cochran is a 4.4 GPA, is a member of the National Honor Society Math and Science Academy, and is a part of the Mentor Ambassador program. Meanwhile, for Chaparral, senior free safety Justin Fisher has a 4.6 GPA, scored an 1140 in his SAT. Justin is very active on campus as a tutor, as well as his involvement with clubs. He still has time to volunteer out in the community. Congratulations to Brady and Justin, our Violuna Scholar Athletes of the Week. Be sure to visit Violuna. Mention you saw the Scholar Athlete on Game Time. Violuna and Valley of the Sun National Football Foundation working together to support Arizona Scholar Athletes. And a special shout out to Bill and Janie Riddle of Violuna and all the work they have done over the years for football here in the Valley.
High school football and their interest in that and their support of it, it's been invaluable, and we always give a shout out to Valley Luna. And if you like Mexican food,
yes,
give one of their restaurants a shot.
No doubt about it. Left side with the carry for the SaberCats. That is Ty Strozier. Boy, you could just see him get to the outside there so quickly.
Oh, he's so explosive. Had 2 lead blockers out in front of him. He saw that space and hit it fast.
5'10", 196 pounds. You see guys getting out in front of him. That edge is collapsed. Gets to get running downhill quickly. Strozier, 4.4 GPA as a sophomore. It looks like Chaparral jumped off sides again. Some frustration shown on the defense, but now sophomore, what's this? First semester sophomore year, 4.4 GPA.
Yes.
No transition from grade school to high school freshman year. Not sure exactly how to study, and 4.4.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what these guys are doing these days. Looking right side, one-on-one coverage, taking a shot, and Aiden Whitaker incomplete. How about the defense to break that up by the Firebirds? Whitaker looked like he had a shot to haul it in, but defensively,
tell you what,
Chaparral able to break it up.
It was an unbelievable pass. To see where Marcel Jones has come from the Corona del Sol game. I know it's over his shoulder, but that ball was where only his guy can catch it. This Jones kid, only a junior, and I know he's been offered by Boston College, ASU, NAU. That list is going to grow by the dozens by the time next year comes along.
That was Brandon Woolman with the defense, and Saguaro now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. And trying to work it to the outside, but Chaparral's defense is there. And coming up with the tackle for the Firebirds, that is Vinny Lamacchia, the senior.
So far in the first quarter, Saguaro 70 yards passing, 48 yards rushing. total of 118 yards. Chaparral, 4 yards passing, 33 yards rushing for a total of 37 yards.
And it's now 3rd down and 4 for the SaberCats from the Chaparral 17.
Producers yelling, hey, Procopio, get out of his way. Go block somebody.
Play clock is down to 6. Handoff right side. Strozier, we got a penalty flag down. Strozier brought down short of a 1st down. Let's see what the penalty flag is for.
I think that might be holding. They might have gotten the right tackle.
Well, a lot of times when you get these outside zone schemes, the defender is trying to come off the block, and the offensive lineman's hands are still on him, and that side judge sees it.
Are you saying you got held a time or two?
Oh, plenty of times. I don't expect him to call it. It's just going to happen. You just got to get extension, and you got to shed.
Little shot of Darius Kelly there. Got to meet him for the first time.
Great guy.
Before the game. Unbelievable young man. And I talked with Jason Mons earlier this week, and he thinks that Darius Kelly's the right guy for this rebuild. I think everybody knew it was coming at some point. Anytime you have the dominance that Saguaro's had, you see him right there. Seems like a humble, hardworking young man that they expect good things from. Support from the administration and parents.
3rd down and 14. Aiden Whitaker. Ball is loose. Firebirds pick it up. Big play by that Chaparral defense. And coming up with the ball is Vinny Lamacchia, an Italian special here for Chaparral.
He began playing linebacker last year. Ball comes loose. That's why the ball is shaped this way. Watch the bounce this thing takes when it comes out. Boom, right into his hands. Great hustle back there by Elias Johnson to make the tackle. That could have been going the distance.
It was Justin Fisher who poked the ball out. Lamacchia was there to pick it up. And now Chaparral at the ball at their own 37-yard line. What a big defensive play there. The 5th fumble recovery on the season for Chaparral. Nowhere to run that time for the Firebirds.
Yeah, and that's one of the areas where Chaparral's offense has not been that successful this season, running in between the tackles. Too much penetration, too much going east and west. He's got to get north and south.
And in on the tackle, big number 99, Claiborne Watkins, another player that transferred to Saguaro from Chaparral. Watkins, 6'2", 290, junior defensive end. And going back to that running game, Wes, Chaparral just averaging 70 yards rushing per game.
That was one thing Coach really wanted to harp on in the bye week, getting healthier and getting more in sync on the offensive line.
Right side, not much there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long. And we keep talking about all these players bouncing around. Here's a look at the Saguaro and Chaparral swaps.
I got to tell you, Chris, every time that I walked onto this campus, my stomach churned. And all I wanted to do was win.
Yes.
In a gazillion years, I could never think of saying, hey, I want to come play with Jeff Harper over here at Chaparral, or I want to come play basketball over here at Chaparral. It was sacrilegious to even think that way. And obviously we're in a different era, and I'm old and decrepit and all that. But to see these guys playing at the other schools, interesting.
Why? How about Saguaro's defense? Brady Cochran, our scarlet athlete for the SaberCats here tonight, coming up big there.
And that's one of the strengths of this Saguaro defensive line, to do a nice job of stunning the front right there. I think you saw a Tex game right there. They obviously couldn't pass it off, and he was able to get a huge sack.
So what that means is that it was a game on the defense line. Garrett Martin was the reason that there was a sack there. He was right in front of the quarterback. He couldn't step into a throw, and you got number 22 coming around the edge, Brady Cochran, getting the credit for the sack.
Back to punt is Gavin Mesa. Deep to return, Tristan Armstrong, another one of those Firebirds turn to Sabercats with the return. Gets upended about the 42. We got a penalty flag. So let's see what the flag is for.
While they do that, nice job by that Saguaro defense coming out, sudden change, getting a stop, getting the ball back to their offense.
Well, Dale, I think that's the key right there. Get this Chaparral offense behind the sticks and let this D-line eat.
Let's see what Joel Seawald's got for us. Personal foul. It's going to go against the Sabercats and send them back 15 yards. And we'll step aside for a break. 7:14 remaining first half. The Sabercats leading the Firebirds 7-0. We'll be right back.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Honor Health, honor above all. And in part by TalkNowAZ.com. Protect your kids. Get the facts on fentanyl. AZ FAFSA. Free expert help is available. Visit azfafsa.org. Parker & Sons Cooling, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing Experts. We're not your average Joe. Valley Toyota Dealers. Let's go places. And Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Pretty tough decision there, eh, Pat?
Not really. This time I'm using AI to decide.
Wow.
What do you think, AI? RAV4, solid choice. Oh, sorry, this is my neighbor, Augustus Ironside. Super smart.
Every Toyota is an intelligent choice. Right now, lease a new 2024 RAV4 for $359 a month, or the all-new 2025 Camry for only $319 a month. Toyota, let's go places.
If you want quality results from technicians who know how to do it right the first time, Grulix is the name you ought to know. When your auto needs a fix, call Grulix. And we saw a quick shot there of the Chaparral Bird Gang, the student section here at Chaparral. Great crowd on hand here. And now Saguaro's offense getting ready to take over once again. And how about the night so far here for Marcel Jones?
He is active tonight. 86 yards passing, 23 yards rushing for a total of 109 yards.
They're up by a touchdown here midway through the second quarter. Saguaro already has 50 yards in penalties.
Wow. Marcel Jones tries to get outside. And another penalty flag as things got a little chippy over there on the Saguaro sideline at the end of that play.
Well, I think officiating crews sometimes in these rivalry games are saying, hey, keep an eye on it. Do not even give it a chance to get it out of hand.
You got to make sure you keep the game under control here as we take another look.
He's grabbing his jersey and all that little extra after the play. There's no place for it. But I do like the play call. They get guys pulling across. It's a zone read. It's a lot you're looking at for a defense. So if you're not playing assignment football and you got a guy like Marcel Jones, he gets the space and he's able to extend the play.
So, hey, I don't even need your help on this with the math. Went from 50 yards to 65 yards in penalties on Saguaro. You can take your USC education, go walking.
So the flag was actually on a lineman and not on Jones, according to our producer Brock Kraft there. So we got guys on the Saguaro side all riled up, and now we're going to have a penalty flag. It's going to be a sideline warning here against Saguaro.
Well, it might be more than that. Darius Kelly's very upset as his assistant coaches, I believe. He just walked away from he's already down at the 50-yard line
He's got to cool off a little bit. Yeah. We talk about the players keeping their emotions in check. How about the coaches here tonight?
Well, he's a former player himself, so that competitive spirit is going right now.
Yeah, okay, so they were upset on the Saguaro sideline that Chaparral again jumped. This time they didn't call it.
Jones taking a shot, left sideline. Jadon Wiseman not able to hang on to it, but we have a penalty flag. And it looks like it's going to go against Chaparral. Wait for the official call.
It looks like number 18, Choice Price, got a little too handsy there on the deep ball.
He's going to pay the price.
Yes,
with
he
a penalty.
15-yarder.
Yeah, it's interesting because as I watched them run that route, just a go route, to me it looks like two guys just running. They both put their hands on each other. I don't know how you can tell me that that's on Chaparral and not on Saguaro. I mean, that's a no call. And again, if you're not going to allow that play to go on, that means we're going to be here till about 12:30 tonight.
So we're going to now have first down and 2. Saguaro from their own 35. And looks like they are going to pick up the first down. And with the carry there is Elias Johnson. He played his first 2 years at Tempe High School. His sophomore year, he was the East Region Offensive Player of the Year, ran for 1,500 yards, then transferred into Saguaro last year as a junior. Helped the SaberCats get a 6A state championship.
Oh, when he sees that hole, he hits it hard. He has great change of direction. Does a nice job at the running back position.
Speaking of change of direction, how about Marcel Jones right there? Put that foot in the ground and then cut it upfield.
You got the run pass option. They're double teaming right guard, right tackle, and Marcel has a choice. Depending on what the defensive end does, he can pitch the ball, he can keep the ball. And what I think is so interesting about him is just to see the improvement from the Corona game, to see how much more decisive he is. And I think the body language has also gotten a ton better.
And the bye week that they're coming off of helped. And there's Johnson down the left side. Another big pickup here for the SaberCats as Jones is able to hit Johnson for a pickup of 24.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was man coverage or zone coverage, but no one out on the outside for Elias Johnson. Great execution by that offense.
That was what offensive players called a gentle rub. Defenders will call a pick. Nice job on the route combination. Wide receiver comes running by the linebacker who cannot now get out to Johnson. Made not any big contact, but just enough to get him out there alone.
Pitch to the left. Strozier down the left side picks up another SaberCat first down. Guys, what are you seeing from Saguaro? They've had so much success moving the ball here in the first half.
Well, they obviously see that there's competitive advantage getting the ball to the outside, whether that's the cornerback, the nickel. They feel like they can get a body on a body. Wow, look at that. Strozier just runs them straight over. Beautiful.
That is body on body right there. It's like me running over Wes right there. First and 10 from the 22. Procopio still on his feet, and they're going to mark him just short off the goal line. Oh my goodness, a pickup of 21, and Procopio thought he had himself his first touchdown. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Well, we've seen that play before. Exact same play they completed earlier in this half, and he had a nice big gain on that. This time, he didn't quite get his leg up. At least the officials saw it. We'll see here on the replay. Looks a little bit like Gronkowski. Let's see here.
Oh, it looks like his knee touched right down at the 1 yard line.
But where was the ball when his knee touched? Come on, let's go to replay. Let's get replay down here. Thank goodness we don't. Thanks goodness we don't.
Here we go.
Okay, so let's see. Knees down.
Boy, that's close.
That's a great call by the officials. As bad as the pass interference call was, that was spot on. Look at this.
So loss of 4 on that last play for Saguaro. So now it is 2nd and goal from the 5. Elias Johnson, the lone setback. Jones, shotgun. Jones steps back. Johnson out in the flat. and gets brought down. Terrific open field tackle right there for Chaparral, and that is number 18, Choice Price, making the big play.
Well, he's one of those guys that the Chaparral coaching staff talks about, really good open field tacklers, and that's what this takes. Look at all that room. Comes up, puts his helmet right in the bread basket, wraps him up, gets him on the ground.
Left side, Jones. And he's going to be just short, so that's going to bring out 4th down and goal for the SaberCats.
The Chaparral defense is starting to get privy to that quarterback sweep outside. Nice job of making the adjustments and getting the stop short of the goal line.
So we got 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half, and SaberCats are going to go for it here. 4th and goal from the 1. Jones left side again. This time he gets in for the touchdown. Marcel Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. This one from 1 yard out.
Right when I go and give him some props for stopping the quarterback sweep, they run it again and couldn't stop it.
Well, that time you get a body on a body, and then when you got Marcel Jones, 6'1", 200 pounds, really nice job leading the way there by Jadon Wiseman. He's a 6'3", 195-pound junior. Marcel Jones, 6'1", 200-pound junior. Again, the future looks very bright for this Saguaro program. No hesitation to go for it on 4th down.
Dale, the famous saying is, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I always say run it until they stop it, and then run it one more time to make sure they didn't stop by accident.
Extra point is up and good by Salgado. 3:26 remaining first half. Marcel Jones. 2 touchdowns on the night. SaberCats up 14-0. You're watching Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health. Honor above all.
Bienvenidos.
Here in the heart of the American Southwest, you'll find 3 well-known restaurants all named Valle Luna, serving the finest Sonoran-style Mexican food known across the country and beyond. And we're open for business, so come on in. We've fired up the grill and iced down the refreshments and even added some specialties along the way.
Thanks for coming.
Hello. Greetings.
Welcome back.
No matter where you're from or how you say it, at Valle Luna, you're always welcome, and we're glad to have you back.
There are so many reasons Sands Chevrolet is the one. Sands is the one dealership in the West Valley with the best selection of new and used vehicles. Sands is the one place you'll find friendly and knowledgeable sales associates. Great job, everyone. And Sands is the one dealership trusted in Arizona for almost 90 years. Take it from me, the #1 Sands fan. Sands Chevrolet in Glendale and Surprise, or shop the Sands showroom at sandschevrolet.com.
Hey football fans, get those no longer needed items in the end zone by donating them to Goodwill. When you host a donation drive with Goodwill, you can donate your no longer needed items and help raise money for your school.
3:26 remaining here, first half. Swirl leading 14-0. I want to finish up that thought, Dale, you had earlier about just kind of rebuilding the SaberCat program. You know, they had over 20 players transfer out after last season, and about 10 or 12 players that would have been starters for this team this season. They had some transfers come in, but they had to wait 5 games before they got on the field. So this is the second game that they've kind of had their full complement of players for this year. So we're starting to get a better look of how things are for Darius Kelly moving forward.
Also, after we'll see what happens on this kickoff. Wow.
Short kick out of bounds. And we talk about Saguaro and Chaparral and the rivalry between these programs. Boy, this thing goes back to 1973, and they met one time for a state championship back in 2008, and Saguaro hammered Chaparral 38-0.
Hold on, you said way back to 73. I mean, that's not that long ago.
1973.
That's not that long ago. I mean, I played in 77, 78, 79.
That is a long time ago.
Jeez,
it's a long time ago.
Yes.
Easy, Wes. leather helmets.
I don't think we had TVs back then. If it was black and white.
Suspension helmets.
The ancient days.
Yeah.
No face masks.
I tell you what, though, this field when we played them was packed. The track was packed.
It was a big event, no doubt about it. All sports, really. Boy, terrific catch there by Wilson. And Cam Allen showing he can throw on the run. And the Firebirds are in business here with just over 3 minutes left in the first half.
You see a lot of young talent on both teams. I mean, this is a heck of a catch to reach behind you with one hand. Remember, Wilson, only a sophomore, made that look very routine.
That was 2 sophomores. Allen, the quarterback, a sophomore as well. The transfer from Central. Takes a shot down to the left side. Wiseman in on the tackle as the catch was made by another sophomore, Cash Park. So you look at Nissison's Firebird team. We mentioned they got 3 sophomores starting the offensive line. Your quarterback's a sophomore. You got a running back that's a sophomore. The catch there by Park, he's another sophomore.
Well, they're able to get the ball out of their hands quick. The longer he holds the ball, here comes that Saguaro defensive line.
Allen, pass is complete. So Chaparral showing some life here. And this time it's Gavin Mesa with the grab, a pickup of 14 for number 14.
Cam Allen has just been throwing dimes. Yeah. I mean, that's an out route over a linebacker right into the waiting arms of the receiver. All 3 passes this drive have come out, as Wes said, quickly, on target, give the guys a chance.
2 receivers split to the left. Wilson looks to the right, takes a shot to the end zone, one-on-one coverage, and it's a touchdown, Chaparral. What an absolute dime from Cam Allen, finding Hunter Wolin for the 20-yard touchdown catch, and the Firebirds are on the board.
Well, it's just amazing just how a couple completed passes could really get your confidence going. So he got the snap, put it out there for him to catch. Perfect timing, perfect rhythm. Great execution by this offense.
Threw the ball where only Wolin can catch it. A senior amongst all these sophomores. Hunter came into the game, 23 catches, 4 touchdowns. Well, now it's 5 touchdowns and a blocked extra point.
And we got a penalty marker down.
A penalty marker down, but what an answer, what a drive. Chaparral not feeling sorry for themselves, come down and score a touchdown.
Woodland last year was the Northeast Valley Region honorable mention. Probably the most dynamic receiver they have on the roster.
So there's a holding call against Saguaro on that extra point. So Chaparral's going to get another shot at it here to try to make it a 7-point game with 2:41 remaining in the first half. But you said it, Dale. Great response by Chaparral there.
And every name you were calling just about was a sophomore until the touchdown to Wolin.
So Barker knocks it through this time. Now 14 says we take another look at the touchdown.
We talked about Marcel Jones quite a bit, but look at where this ball's thrown. That is, you can't cover it any better than Darius LeMay did right there. I mean, that was great coverage from the 6'2", 185-pound senior from Saguaro, and that ball was just put to the outside for either you're either going to have Wolin catch that or it's going to be incomplete, and it was just spot on.
We'll still go down on the sidelines and check in with Nick Kelly.
Guys, I've been down on both ends of the sideline, on the Saguaro side and on the Chaparral side, and I can tell you this, it is intense down here. On that last drive that Chaparral just brought in, this sideline on Chap's side erupted, and they were telling each other, lock in, stay focused, and finish every play. Same thing on the Saguaro side. After Marcel Jones scored that touchdown, man, he was fired up, getting his team up and going, and they were making sure that Chaparral heard it.
Well, speaking of fired up, it sounds like Nick wants to get out there on the field, strap it up, get going.
Yeah, I don't think he'd put a helmet on anymore. As much money as he spends on his hair, I mean, to put a helmet on, those Goldilocks.
Defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
What are you saying? He's gone soft now?
No, doesn't he look like he's a model soft?
You know what, Del? I think you're a little jealous. I think you're a little jealous, and you got to stop.
No,
that is 100%.
No, I'm big jealous.
Oh my goodness. So let's now see number 7 in company answer Chaparral's touchdown.
I got to point out here, so 1 week now we got Nick with the curly Goldilocks, and we had a couple weeks ago we had Wes.
Oh yeah,
looking all sharp, and now Wes is back to being regular Wes. I guess it's not a wedding to go to or anything.
Well, we did mention, last week that Wes was away on assignment.
Yes.
Now, what we didn't tell anybody what the assignment is that he went to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I did, guys. I did. I went to a beautiful wedding in Kauai. It was amazing. I got a little time off. Now I'm back. It's good to be back with the guys.
And now your hair is back to just normal Wes.
I'll get it braided up soon.
1st and 10, SaberCats from their own 31. Jones is going to keep it. Going to get knocked down at about the 35, a pickup of 4. Marcel came into tonight's game, 31 carries, 283 yards, averaging 141.5 yards per game, rushing the ball in the first 2 games he played.
Really nice job there by Owen Van Ness, number 4 from Chevrolet. He came up and hit Jones and spun him around.
And now Jones completes the pass to Aiden Whitaker. And 2:02 remaining. That'll move the chains. So the SaberCats now with the ball at their own 43-yard line.
So the Whitaker family coming into the game had 57 catches for Saguaro, senior and sophomore. I'm not going to try and do the yardage math, but almost 600 yards. Got to be so much fun to be able to play with your younger brother and play with your older brother.
Let's now take a look at the last scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. 9 plays, 73 yards, 3:48 off the clock. And there's Marcel Jones on 4th down and goal from the 1, working that left side for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night. And now the SaberCats with the ball at midfield. Timeout, Firebirds. They want to talk some things over. (14-7), and Doug Nistensen wants to talk some things over. When you talk about Saguaro and Chaparral, all the great players that have come through, but how about the coaches? You got Jason Mons and Charlie Regal. I mean, you look at those numbers, absolutely incredible. And you're going to want to make sure you stick around for the Valley Toyota Halftime Dealers Show. And Dale, you had a chance to catch up with Jason Mons and Charlie Regal. As a fantastic story. You're going to want to stick around at halftime and check that one out.
It was a lot of fun. It's interesting, the unique relationship I've built with both of them over the years. Charlie coaches Chaparral. First time we met, neither one of us want to talk to each other, and ended up hitting it off like champions. We're supposed to have a 10-minute interview. Turned into 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Jason Mons was the offensive coordinator back when there was a Saguaro coach who will remain unnamed. Used to love to run the score up on people, and I did not like Saguaro. He was out. Jason was the offensive coordinator. They ran it up on somebody. I lost my mind during the game. He was excited to go home and watch the broadcast. He goes, I'm going, oh, wow, Dale just shredded me. And then over the years, we built our relationship. It was so much fun to sit down with these guys, and now they are just like best buddies.
Boy, coming out of the timeout, Chaparral's defense dials it up, making the big play. And how about number 33 for the Firebirds? That is Daniel Jafari with the big play.
I think that timeout was perfect because I believe that they got the defense over there and said they're probably going to run to the left. That's where they've been hitting us with. Let's stop that. And there are a bunch of black jerseys over there to make the tackle.
And we are under a minute remaining here in the first half. And it's now 3rd down and 10 for Saguaro. And now they're back at their own 43. Boy, that was almost trouble for Saguaro. Trying to set up the screen, but ended up bobbling it. Falls incomplete, though. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think you're trying to run a safe play here. But boy, oh boy, this thing's going to turn into a disaster from Saguaro's viewpoint. Now with 38 seconds left, and I know Chaparral still has 2 timeouts left. Got to snap the ball. I'm not sure what the wind's still doing out there.
It's still moving.
So anything could happen with the snap, with the punt. We saw the last kickoff from Saguaro. Anything could happen here with 38 seconds left.
Jesse Martinez, the long snapper for the SaberCats, and Ivan Salgado back to punt. Back to return for Chaparral is Seiji Hegg. Hegg's going to come up and make the grab at about the 34-yard line.
We talk about the operation. You put pressure on a high school team. We talked about the snap and getting the kick away, and well, that snap was down at the shoelaces. Looked like there was a little bit fumbled by the punter. He's able to get it away, but that's hold your breath time for the coaching staff.
Yeah, Cam Allen on that last drive, 4 for 4 with 54 yards and a touchdown. Let's see if he can make something happen with a minute left.
And that pass was absolutely beautiful. We got some fireworks going off here with 31 seconds remaining in the first half. And Allen scrambling to his left. He's going to get himself out of bounds. And we've got a false start on the fireworks here. Where's the flag for that? Take a look now at the Big O Tires scoring drive, brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust. And I cannot see that pass enough times. 20-yard TD catch for Hunter Wolin. 4 plays, 54 yards, 45 seconds off the clock. 14-7, Saguaro with the lead over Chaparral. 23 seconds remaining here in the first half. Allen handles the low snap, rolling to his right. Catch is made. And getting out of bounds for Chaparral after picking up the first down. And that looked to be Brandon Willman, who had the touchdown catch.
Yeah, snap a little bit low there. Nice concentration by Cam Allen. He's looking to get the ball down the field, but the first thing you have to do is secure the snap. So able to do that, kept his eyes up and down the field, able to complete the pass. And now you're kind of in that, hey, we complete another pass or two. Maybe have a shot at a field goal.
Hunter Wolin there with the catch, who caught the touchdown from Cam Allen earlier. And we got a timeout, Firebirds. And, success is synonymous with these schools. When you talk Saguaro and Chaparral, and you look at the numbers here, Saguaro has the state record for most consecutive state titles. That was during the Jason Mons era. 6 straight titles from 2013 to 18. And then Charlie Regal, he had a run of 3 straight his last 3 years here as the Firebirds head coach.
Think about Saguaro's that's interesting. They're all different levels, I believe. There's a 4A, there's a 5A, there's a 6A, and then obviously there's an open, and then you see this Chaparral team, the facilities here that were built when Charlie was kind of in charge are just outstanding.
Coming out of the timeout, Allen tries to get away from Garrett Martin, and Garrett Martin's able to hang on. And we got 5 seconds remaining. Clock stops.
Looks like a coverage sack there. Nowhere to go down the field. And the defensive line was able to collect the sack.
Call timeout. Chaparral did. Time for one Hail Mary. throw the ball to the end zone. And we've seen it on every level. It's never understand how you can complete a Hail Mary. They don't call pass interference. Don't be afraid to bump somebody and then knock the ball down.
Well, we just saw a Hail Mary from the New York Jets earlier this week. Aaron Rodgers at the end of the half.
Guys making millions of dollars, money like Wes made. They want to try and catch the ball instead of knocking it down.
Speaking of Wes, got a nice sit-down interview coming up at halftime as well, as you got a chance to sit down with Saguaro senior defensive end Garrett Martin, the Kansas Jayhawk commit. So you want to make sure you stick around for that story as well.
So as you looked at Martin, did you see a lot of yourself in a 17, 18-year-old? Or
absolutely, yeah. I mean, just like the quick twitchy. He's fast off the ball. He has good length, like I had. He's going to be a special player.
And pass is incomplete. So there's 1.6 seconds remaining here. So now we have one more play.
Big dude, lean, athletic.
Absolutely, and his motor never stops. If this first move doesn't work, he goes to a second, third move, and I think that's going to translate to the next level. Definitely needs to put a little bit more weight on his frame, get stronger in the weight room. He said he loves his defensive line or outside linebacker coach at Kansas. That's one of the big reasons why he committed to Kansas, and he is fired up to play at the next level.
So here we go, which should be the final play of the half. Trips to the left for Chaparral, one receiver up top. Cam Allen going to look to the right, throws it short, and the clock has hit zeros. And we are through the first half here at Chaparral High School. The big showdown in Scottsdale. And it's the SaberCats with the lead over the Firebirds, 14-7. And our Nick Kelly is trying to track down Saguaro head coach Darius Kelly. As we see Marcel Jones, 2 rushing touchdowns here in the first half to give the SaberCats the lead at intermission. And still down to the field where Nick is standing by with Saguaro head coach Darius Kelly. Nick, it's all yours.
Coach, you told me before the game you needed Marcel to get the ball out of his hands fast into your best players. How do you feel like he and your offense have played?
I think our guys just came out a little bit too excited right now. We're playing a little bit too, trying to do a little bit too much. We got to slow the game down a little bit, just execute our offense, do the plays that we need to execute, we need to do it.
What are the changes needing to happen in the second half?
Slow the game down. Just get back to what we need to do. Execute our blocking up front, get the balls into our playmakers' hands, and make the plays when they're called.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you, Nick, and thank you, Saguaro head coach Darius Kelly. There's SaberCats with the lead, 14-7. Make sure you stick around for the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show. We got the sit-down interview with Wes Horton and Saguaro defensive end Garrett Martin, and then we've got our very own Dale Hellestrade with former Saguaro head coach Jason Mons and former Chaparral head coach Charlie Regal, both current assistant coaches at ASU. You're going to want to make sure you stick around to see that one.
Monsoon season is here. Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Go to state48roofing.com to get your courtesy roof inspection right now. State 48 Roofing is the #1 referred roofing contractor in Arizona. Go to state48roofing.com right now.
As a member-owned financial services cooperative, we've been putting people before profit for 75 years and take pride in being a part of your Valley community. Through fundraising initiatives, volunteering, and supporting community events, we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve. Global Credit Union. Strength in community, strength in members.
Fall is here, and that means one thing.
Football, Charlie?
Yes, and Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert's awesome touchdown sales event with a blitz of sales on your favorite models.
You're my MVP, Charlie.
I'm the GOAT.
Yes, you are.
During Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert's touchdown sales event, get 2.99% APR for 36 months on select Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned vehicles.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Are you facing plumbing problems and need a reliable solution? Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, or an upgrade to a tankless water heater, Rightway has you covered.
And for a limited time, save 10% off repairs and installations. Don't let plumbing issues ruin your day. Call Rightway at 480-WE-FIX-IT and we'll get a plumber to your door. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
80% of school shooters told someone about their plans. Similarly, before taking their own lives, 7 out of 10 people shared their intention or gave some type of warning or indication. Speaking up can save lives. Look for warning signs, signals, and threats, especially on social media. If you see or hear something, let a trusted adult know. Let's stop gun violence. If you see a gun, tell someone. Gun safety saves lives.
Monsoon season is here. Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Go to state48roofing.com to get your courtesy roof inspection right now. State 48 Roofing is the #1 referred roofing contractor in Arizona. Go to state48roofing.com right now.
Time now for the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show. Saguaro with the lead over Chaparral by a score of 14-7. Well, the Arizona Criminal Justice Commission creates safer communities by raising awareness about the importance of gun safety. See a gun? Tell someone. Learn more at gunsafetysaveslives.com. All right, when we come back, our very own Dale Hellstreet catches up with former Saguaro head coach Jason Mons and former Chaparral head coach Charlie Regal. The interview when we come back.
In the design world, every client's needs are unique. Working with Today's Patio and their expert staff allows me to completely satisfy those needs. Their full catalog offerings ensure I get exactly what I'm looking for. And being able to mix and match collections, I can select the pieces that are just right.
Today's Patio, all your patio needs.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
I'm so glad you're here. RAC is making the craziest noises.
Don't worry, I got this.
Voted #1 by consumers in Ranking Arizona for 13 years running. You can trust Parker & Sons.
I'm all done.
The AC noise is fixed. If only you could help with this noise.
Don't worry, I got this.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
Make me smile.
There are so many reasons Sands Chevrolet is the one. Sands is the one dealership in the West Valley with the best selection of new and used vehicles. Sands is the one place you'll find friendly and knowledgeable sales associates. Great job, everyone. And Sands is the one dealership trusted in Arizona for almost 90 years. Take it from me, the #1 Sands fan. Sands Chevrolet in Glendale and Surprise, or shop the Sands showroom at sandschevrolet.com.
We got a very, very special treat for everybody today. We got Saguaro, we have Chaparral, one of the most storied rivalries in the state of Arizona. The former head coach of Chaparral, Charlie Regal, who's now the assistant head coach at ASU. We also have the former head coach at Saguaro High School, Jason Mons, joining us. What was different from Saguaro week, Chaparral week versus other weeks during the season? Charlie, with you first, as you got ready to play the SaberCats.
I just think that
in the size of this city, when you spend time in the neighborhoods there in Chaparral, it still means a ton to the people in the community. I mean, I got goosebumps literally right now thinking about it. It just, the build up, the anticipation from the kids to the staff to the people in the community, it was different, man. And the hate was real. Like, it was a real rivalry. Saguaro Chaparral will always rank at the top with me. That thing that was real, and it was great to be a part of for 5 years.
Jason, from your perspective, obviously you were around assistant coach, 11 years as the head coach.
God, when I got into it, even as a freshman coach, I got into it on the freshman level. And I remember my first year as freshman coach there, we played a really good Chaparral team. And I think we gave them their only loss of the season. If memory serves me, they were really good that year. And I remember going through the line and kids were crying. And it was like, I said, if you could bottle up those Chaparral tears, you could live forever, but there was just something special about it. Really, if you lived in that community, you were one side or the other. I mean, there was no in between. You're either a Chap guy or a Saguaro guy. And, we'd get into the week and, there couldn't be a C on anything. If you had anything red on, you were kicked out of the locker room immediately. It mattered. Wednesday nights mattered, Thursday nights mattered, Friday nights mattered. I mean, it was important. And God, if you lost that game, no matter what the rest, whatever happened the rest of the season, you still wore that and carry that with you the rest of the year. I mean, you go win a state championship. If you didn't beat Chaparral, it was still that season was still a little tainted.
The neighborhoods, you grew up playing Pop Warner against each other, and you're either opponents or teammates, and then there's nothing like wanting to beat somebody
No doubt.
You wanted to be able to come back in January, February, and have a little fun. I think that's just what made it so special.
Well, and I think the fact that when we were there, both Jason and I, we were playing at such a high level. It was two elite programs, and there, it was the best of the best. And I think that only added to the rivalry.
It was crazy. It's as good of a high school rivalry. I don't care where you are. I don't care where you are in the country. There's probably not many better high school rivalries than Saguaro Chap. At the end of the day, I got to make sure we know that when it comes down to it.
Let me just shine up these right here. Oh, it's all about the birds come Friday night, baby.
I love it.
Monsoon season is here. Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Go to state48roofing.com to get your courtesy roof inspection right now. State 48 Roofing is the #1 referred roofing contractor in Arizona. Go to state48roofing.com right now.
Arizona, do you have old, ugly, or damaged concrete? You need to call Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Give your concrete floors a transformation. Galaxy Concrete Coatings is 4 times stronger than epoxy and is designed to work on your garage floor, driveways, walkways, around your pool and patio. And even better, it's ready to go in 24 hours and has a lifetime warranty. Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com or call 833-417-0635 for 10% off. Galaxy Concrete Coatings. They are out of this world.
The heat is here. Unfortunately, as some of you turn on your AC, you'll find nothing happens. It makes weird noises or just blows hot air. We hope it doesn't happen to you, but if it does, don't panic. Call Right Way and we'll get an expert out to your home.
If your AC is in need of repairs, book today and save 15%. Call or text 480-WE-FIX-IT or visit rightwayphoenix.com. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Fall is here, and that means one thing.
Football, Charlie?
Yes, and Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert's awesome touchdown sales event with a blitz of sales on your favorite models.
You're my MVP, Charlie.
I'm the GOAT.
Yes, you are.
During Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert's touchdown sales event, get 2.99% APR for 36 months on select Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned vehicles.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Monsoon season is here. Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Go to state48roofing.com to get your courtesy roof inspection right now. State 48 Roofing is the #1 referred roofing contractor in Arizona. Go to state48roofing.com right now.
Remember,
Welcome back to the Valley Toyota Dealers halftime show. Saguaro leading Chaparral by a score of 14-7. Well, Saguaro defensive end and Kansas Jayhawks commit Garrett Martin has been a stalwart for the SaberCats. The senior captain is a 3-year starter and been a part of 2 state championship teams. Our Wes Horton had a chance to sit down with Martin, who's looking to leave a legacy that won't soon be forgotten.
Senior leader of the Saguaro SaberCats, defensive end, Garrett Martin. You're a 3-year starter, right? You're team captain. You've been on some state championship teams here. Can you just talk about your overall experience here at Saguaro?
So my freshman year, all the freshmen got pulled up to varsity after playoffs, and that's when we won the Open Division. That was super special, even though I didn't get a chance to play. It was still super special seeing all the seniors and stuff go out on a great note. And then my sophomore year, I ended up starting, and my D-line coach at the time, Coach Caldwell, comes up to me before the game, and he tells me that I'm going to be starting. I remember coming out of the tunnel, and I had butterflies in my stomach, and I ended up having my best game ever in my whole career that game, which was super special. It showed me that I can compete with the best of the best. My junior year, 5 games in, I ended up breaking my collarbone against Chaparral. And that sucked because I was out for 6 games, and I came back for the state championship, and I had limited playing time because my collarbone wasn't fully healed yet. But then we ended up winning. That was super fun, seeing all the seniors that I've been with for a while, sending them out on a good note. And then players left, coaches left, but me and a handful of guys decided to stay and try to make Saguaro what Saguaro usually has been. And it's been hard, I'm not gonna lie. It's hard having a coaching change, a playbook change, a starter change. We only have 11 seniors on our roster, which isn't easy.
ESPN has you rated as the #1 defensive end in the state of Arizona. How would you describe your overall game?
I would describe my game as fast, physical, twitchy, relentless. I feel I think that I have by far the most relentless motor in the state. I'm going hard every play. I'm not letting up for no one. I don't care what down is it, what the score is. I'm not letting up. That's just who I am, and that's how I carry myself on the football field. No, that means a lot.
Walk me through your process of the film study to getting a game plan of how to rush the guy in front of you, so that when you get that first third down, you have a plan and you know how to execute it.
When I'm watching film, I like to see the tendencies of the O-lineman. I like to see if he is slow on his feet, if he has high hands, low hands, say it's first down, if he has his hand in the ground, or just his stance between third, second, first, and fourth down and stuff like that. But I get 3 moves and 3 counters off those moves. If I see a O-lineman that has low hands and is really slow on his feet, I'm gonna beat him with speed. I'm just gonna double swipe, something like that. And if that doesn't work, I can just spin, counter back inside. And then if I have a tackle that's taller than me and it's plays high and kicks back fast, I can do a cross chop, and then I can swim back inside. If that doesn't work, yeah, I like to take 3 moves and 3 counters off each of those moves. I just want to be faster than them because I know I'm more athletic than any tackle I go against. That's out of the question. And I know I can overpower them if I'm low enough. If I play low, if I play fast, and I play physical.
Thank you.
Get a 20% off coupon when you donate by August 31st. Find your nearest donation location at goodwillaz.org.
Nothing brings people and families together faster than sharing food. Great friends, memories, and good times. For over 2 generations, Valle Luna has served you the food that brought you together, and we've been proud to do so. We're fortunate to have been a part of so many stories, gatherings, and traditions that continue on today and will tomorrow. Start a tradition of your own. Come taste authentic Sonoran-style food with your family and friends here with us at Valle Luna.
There are so many reasons Sands Chevrolet is the one. Sands is the one dealership in the West Valley with the best selection of new and used vehicles. Sands is the one place you'll find friendly and knowledgeable sales associates. Great job, everyone. And Sands is the one dealership trusted in Arizona for almost 90 years. Take it from me, the #1 Sands fan. Sands Chevrolet in Glendale and Surprise, or shop the Sands showroom at sandschevrolet.com.
Tired of repainting your home year after year? Introducing Rhino Shield, the revolutionary solution that's not paint. Rhino Shield is a durable ceramic that bonds to your home, creating a shield against harsh weather conditions. Say goodbye to frequent repainting, cracking, and peeling. Resist UV rays, keeping your home looking beautiful for years to come. Rhino Shield is backed by our 25-year warranty, giving you peace of mind and confidence in your investment. Rhino Shield, the future of home protection.
Rhino Shield.
Nature has a subtle way of telling you when something is good. Those healthy, everyday choices, together with our first-class team of experts, are a great way to honor health.
Kick for Cash is brought to you by Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities. Kick for Cash is brought to you by Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities.
Welcome back, guys. Saguaro's up 14-7 here for Global Credit Union's Kick for Cash. We have Travis Miller. Travis, how you feeling?
I'm tired. It's a long day of work already, and now it's time to put it in.
Now, you're our very own Your View supporter. You're a worker. How are you feeling about kicking this? You're a lefty, obviously. You want to get to it?
I was about to say, I haven't kicked in 9 years, so we'll see how it goes.
Let's do it. So Travis is at the 30 right now. We backed him up 5 yards because he was a kicker in high school, and he brought the cleats for the occasion, just in case the opportunity arises, and the opportunity arose. Oh, and he booted it through. It was too easy. We need to back you up to the 40. What are you talking about, man? Great job. That's Global Credit Union's Kick for Cash. Travis Miller, you are a winner. You did it. You're only the second one this year to do it. Congrats, man.
Thank you, Nick. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick. And how about Travis stepping up? That was pure.
I mean, you could have pushed that back another 15, 20 yards. I mean, goodness. What a leg on that young man.
That was impressive.
Always be aware the guy who brings his own bully ball to the alley and his own kicking tee to the competition.
So Chaparral, excellent return to start the second half. Got the ball at midfield. And tackle made right there for Saguaro. And that was Delano Foley, the tackle on Park.
Quick wide receiver screen out to the outside. Nice job by that Saguaro defense getting off of blocks and rallying to the football.
Really tough for Chaparral to get to the outside, running the football, throwing the football. Either they got to go down the field or they got to start trying to get in between the tackles a little bit, running downhill.
Second down and 13, trips to the right, one receiver to the left. They're going to work the right side. That's going to be incomplete. That's going to bring up third down and 13.
That's a really hard throw from almost the other hash mark to a 5'7" Cash Park that has to be just a bullet and be super accurate to complete, and you're only going to gain 5 yards anyway.
Chaparral 0 for 3 on third down conversions in the first half. Trying to pick up one here.
And you're starting to see a common theme here for the Chaparral offense. If they don't have success on first and second down, they struggle to move the chains.
Look at all those white jerseys lined up in a line of scrimmage. Who's coming?
They're showing blitz, then they're going to back off. Boy, here comes terrific rush regardless. Incomplete. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You hate to see that. Great play call by the offense, just couldn't execute it. The defensive line was aggressive coming up the field. They had lead blockers in play, just couldn't catch the pass.
Well, that play concept is they could throw the screen over there, or Cam Allen could have came to his right, Gavin Mesa, was standing by himself on the bottom side of the screen there with a couple blockers in front. And if he'd have thrown it down here, they had a chance to gain quite a few yards.
Mason now back to punt. Boy, gets the great roll. Chaparral going to try it down, and they do inside the 5-yard line. Boy, great job by the Firebirds to flip the field. So it'll be the SaberCats ball inside their own 5 when we come back. 48 yards on the punt for Mesa. SaberCats ball when we come back.
Flawless here, and that means one thing.
Football, Charlie?
Yes, and Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert's awesome touchdown sales event with a blitz of sales on your favorite models.
You're my MVP, Charlie.
I'm the GOAT.
Yes, you are.
During Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert's touchdown sales event, get 2.99% APR for 36 months on select Mercedes-Benz certified pre-owned vehicles.
Visit the giant Mercedes-Benz of Gilbert.
And tell them Charlie sent you.
Another episode of Not Your Average Joe by Parker & Sons.
I hear you have an emergency.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. I don't have any hot water and I was just about to bathe in.
Don't worry. I got this.
At Parker & Sons, we know trust is everything, and who knows about trust better than your pets?
I'm all done.
Thank you. Now if I could just get somebody to bathe little Brody.
Don't worry. I got this. All done.
Call Parker & Sons today. We're not your average Joe.
First down and 10 for the SaberCats. As they've now got the ball at their own 26-yard line. Jones, pressure from the Firebirds. Great job getting in there by Vinny Lamacchia for the Firebirds, getting the heat on Marcel Jones.
It's one of the strengths of this Chaparral defense is how much they blitz, and they blitz fast. Nice job of getting pressure up the middle, forcing the bad pass.
Well, and just a quick lecture, editorial. This officiating crew's done TV games before.
Yes, they have.
When the Red Hat steps out on the field and says there's a timeout in the game, you don't start playing. That's the second time they've done that to us. And so you need to be paying attention. So they got the Red Hat. They meet him before the game.
Marcel Jones, pass is complete. And it's going to be close to a first down. Catch is made by Aiden Whitaker. We keep calling out the Whitaker names. You got Aiden, sophomore, Mason, the senior. This time it's Aiden.
They just find a way to get open. Now it's about the third play now. It's been man coverage, and Whitaker's been able to get open. Good safety blanket for this quarterback.
Third down and 1. Handoff to Johnson, and he's going to fall forward for the first down.
When you look at Marcel Jones, as we talked about, or at least I talked about, seems so much more comfortable now than he did a couple weeks ago. That last pass, he simply took a step and a half to his left, bought him a little extra time, got the route open, and is able to fit it in between two guys and made it look very simple, while that was a very difficult completion.
And this is a guy that he went a full year without playing in any games. And this is now, he played 2 games when he came back, had a bye week, and now this is his 3rd game of the season for Saguaro. So you can see that comfort coming into play here for number 7. First and 10. They're going to go to Whitaker once again. Aiden Whitaker, that is.
You wonder if when they go home at night, if Aiden and Mason sit down and talk, if like Mason's mad now that Aiden's catching all these balls.
Oh, yeah.
Or if Aiden gets mad at Mason.
Little brother rivalry.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Aiden, he catches the ball and he gets open, right? So Marcel Jones, keep throwing the ball to Aiden.
Trips to the right. Procopio in motion. Strozier the carry. Not much there. How about Parker Halverson making the hit? And you talk about Parker Halverson. He was a second-team region last year as a shortstop for the baseball team. His brother Spencer played for Pinnacle last year, now playing at Drake. His older brother Wyatt is a sophomore pitcher on the baseball team at Arizona State, and his dad Greg played catcher at ASU and was a part of the 1998 national runner-up team where they came up just short against USC. And how about the defense? Firebirds coming up big once again. This time it's Owen Van Ness, the senior.
Wow, he shot out of a cannon there. Came from distance. The closing speed was excellent right there. Came with a good angle. Was able to wrap up Marcel Jones with a huge play.
Well, I think Marcel thought he could get outside that contain, and that was a really nice job by Van Ness. I think kind of surprised Jones with his speed and closing ability.
And that's going to force Saguaro punt. We talk about the emotions, but how about the emotions in particular for the guys that transferred from one school to the other out there? And look at the roll we got here on the punt. 55 yards on the punt. 7:20 remaining, third quarter. Saguaro leading Chaparral 14-7.
Game Time on Your View is presented by Honor Health, honor above all, and in part by Global Credit Union, your world of financial possibilities. Pro Smile Implants will make you smile like a pro. Galaxy Concrete Coatings that are out of this world. Sands Chevrolet, Sands is the one. Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If it is worth doing, do it the right way. And Pollock Tempe Cinemas, where regularly priced movies are just $3.50.
Imagine a puzzle, ever-changing, 3D, with millions of pieces. This puzzle is you. Your heart is a piece, so are your lungs, your lymph nodes, and even your blood cells. Your brain? That's a puzzle within a puzzle, too complex to complete alone. From annual checkups to advanced treatments, Honor Health has assembled a team of trusted experts to help you put it all together.
Today's patio is reminding you the season of relaxation is here. There you see the Game Time crew chilling. Best way to watch a ball game in AZ is on the patio. Find your crew's perfect setup at todayspatio.com. So you see the fans all bundled up, but you got our crew looking nice and comfortable there. And of course, Dale's always flying solo for today's patio.
When you're my size, you get a whole couch to yourself.
Seniority takes over. So after the 55-yard punt, so the Firebirds are starting from their own 13-yard line.
And there you have a rare run in between the tackles. Inside zone with the insert with Gavin Mesa. Nice 4-yard game.
Another thing, I think inside the tackles where they need to run, that will alleviate a little bit of the pressure on the pass rush for Cam Allen.
It's going to bring up second down and 8. Cam Allen drops back, looking for some room. He's going to get bottled up. Sabercats, and looked like it was Claiborne Watkins, number 99, was in there along with Garrett Martin.
Yeah, he did a nice job of just getting extension. He goes power, gets extension, counters at the level of the quarterback, grabs him by his shoulder pad, and is able to collect the sack.
And that is the third sack of the night for Saguaro.
That's a really nice job by the officials, because that could have very easily been thought it was a horse collar or a face mask, the way that his head moved when he grabbed his jersey.
And wide receiver screen right side. Not much real estate to work with over there. Look at Nick Kelly getting in there. Hey, Nick, make sure you take care of that microphone down there. Don't want to get that too close to the action.
I'm all about getting up in the action, all right? That's why I'm down here. You come down here from your nice warm booth. And I think it's about to break 60 degrees down here, and the wind is still blowing, and the people are still fired up. You wish you were down here, Chris. Come on now.
Boy, oh boy.
We all do.
Is that not a typical ASU guy complaining about how cold it is down there? It's 60 degrees. You're a lineman from ASU. Wah, wah.
So Nick walks away from the heater for 10 seconds to be on camera. Now he's back at the heater.
And earlier tonight, he wasn't wearing a sweatshirt. Now he's got the sweatshirt on. He's getting a little cold.
I'm just sporting a buddy's sweatshirt. It's his brand. I'm just supporting it, all right? But yes, it's keeping me nice and toasty down here, guys, because I'm not going to lie. It is a little cold, and my blood is thin, all right?
Why don't you show us those mittens you're probably with sporting, too?
No mittens, man. No mittens.
Fans are fired up tonight because it's time for State 48's Raise the Roof. State 48 Roofing wants to remind you, keep your roof sexy with the #1 roofer in Arizona, State 48 Roofing. Oh, my. Excellent field position here for the SaberCats. But nothing going on that play. Jones makes the smart move, just gets rid of it.
Really, really smart move there because they set it up. He was going to roll to his left, throw back to his right. Chaparral did a really nice job. I didn't catch the number of the defender. I think that might have been 87, Brady Short, who cut him off at the pass, and instead of trying to force that, kept it and then threw it out of bounds. You can see here, I believe that was Brady Short who cut him off and then just said, you know what, let's live to see second down.
Yeah, Brady Short, another terrific baseball player here at Chaparral, along with Gavin Mesa. Boy, big run here by Elias Johnson, as well as Parker Halverson, all play baseball here for the Firebirds for Troy Gerlach, who does a wonderful job with the Chaparral baseball team. A pickup of 17 right there by Elias Johnson.
Looked like he had about 3 blockers out in front of him on that one. As a defense, you got to come downhill. You got to get hands on those guys. You got to get off blocks and make a play. Don't expect someone else to make the play. You got to make the play.
Swirl now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. 4.5 minutes remaining here, third quarter. Jones takes a shot to the end zone. Has the receiver. Touchdown, SaberCats. Jones to Armstrong from 19 yards. The two former Firebirds connect for the score for the SaberCats.
Well, I'm sitting here watching this going, please run the ball again. Please run the ball again. But again, he loves these corner routes. Not bad coverage whatsoever there by Brandon Willman. Just better execution by Jones and his former Chaparral teammate. Was that Quentin Sims?
Tristan Armstrong. Yep. His first touchdown of the season. Extra point is up, and it is good by Salgado. And boy, we saw the nice flow on Marcel Jones coming off at the end of the first half. How about right on cue? And it was Tristan Armstrong.
It's a thing of beauty.
A lot of flow on that touchdown.
I love me a good afro. How about you, Dale?
Well, what I'm wondering is, was your hair ever that thick and full?
Yeah, back in high school, I had an afro just like that young man.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I used to be against long hair for young men. And now I'm in my 60s, and I said, as long as you got it, enjoy it. Just take care of it. Just take care of it.
Yeah, you can't let it go wild.
No.
There has to be some kind of like normalcy, or not. It can't just be crazy all over the place.
Take a shower, use some shampoo.
Yeah.
Chris, I know that you're a forehead challenge too.
Boy, you can show movies on this. A lot of real estate to work with up there.
Drive-in movies.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Big screen. And here comes the return here for Chaparral. And that is Seiji Hegg. He's second team All-State as a kick returner last year, as we now take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. 3 plays, 36 yards, 45 seconds off the clock. And boy, what a beautiful ball right there Jones to Armstrong, who stretches for the touchdown.
All started with protection. You had a nice little pocket there. Marcel Jones could step up, throw the ball accurately. And as we said, we've seen him continue to grow and get better. Now the second time that we've seen him.
4:23 remaining here, third quarter. SaberCats now leading 21-7. And pick up of about 7 on the carry there. Let's now take a look at the Northeast Valley Region standings. Liberty, the defending Open Division state champs, on top, 5-1. Centennial, who the Lions beat in the Open Division state championship game last year, they're in the number 2 spot. Pinnacle, we're going to have them next week at O'Connor. Dana Zupke always does a terrific job with the Pioneers. And then we saw Chaparral and Saguaro there at the bottom. And, you know, we see Saguaro, they're 0-6 on the season, looking for their first win of the year. Chaparral 3-3, but the SaberCats looking good here tonight.
Watch the snap. Obviously doesn't get to the quarterback's hands. Nice job picking it up and trying to make something of it, but those white jerseys are flying to the football.
And that was an issue that Chaparral had a couple weeks ago. They had a fumbled snap. Pinnacle picked the ball up, took it to the house.
So it's now going to bring up 2nd down and 12. Cam Allen rolling to his right. And the pass is complete. Hunter Woland still on his feet, off to the races. Hunter Woland. Big play for the Firebirds. Finally gets brought down inside the 15-yard line. But Hunter Woland already has a touchdown here tonight. A pickup of 56 yards.
I believe that was a no. Yes, again, another low snap. 2 receivers in the area. I thought that Cash Park was going to try and catch that. But tremendous concentration by Woland. And then he turns on the Jets.
Hunter Woland, the big pickup. Now it's going to be Wilson to the left side. And he's going to get brought down. No pickup on the plate. How about playing some defense now for Saguaro? It is Nikolai Procopio. But how about the big play by Chaparral, trying to answer Saguaro's touchdown with a touchdown of their own, as the Firebirds are now in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. 2nd down and 11 for the Firebirds at their own 15. Woland now 5 catches, 102 yards on the night with a touchdown. Cam Allen tries to avoid the pressure, and the SaberCats are able to get there and get the sack. And it is Brady Cochran making the play.
That's his 2nd of the night tonight. Just an effort, guys. Just his 2nd and 3rd move, good closing speed. He gets his 1st sack with the stunt. The 2nd one, just overlapping the guys that go inside. If a defensive end goes inside, you overlap and get over the top and replace the guy.
And once again, Garrett Morrison also in pursuit. But as Brady Cochran able to finish it off, that is now the 5th sack of the night for this SaberCats defense. Now it's 3rd down and 19. Chaparral from the 23-yard line. Mesa in motion. Allen rolling right. Looking downfield, delivers. Woland off to the races, going to cut it inside. It's going to be a 1st down SaberCats as Woland is flung to the ground. And now they're talking about maybe the ball was loose. And they're going to say he was down, so it's going to be 1st and goal for Chaparral. Just over a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter.
You got a quarterback rolling to his right, receiver coming back across the field. You're saying, no, don't throw it across your body. But he sees him, and then right here, yes, a lot of people are going to say, hey, get to the edge. But I'm sorry, Darius LeMade had the angle on you, but 6'2", 285-pound Derek reached out and grabbed his jersey.
1st and goal from the 2. With the carry there for Chaparral, Jace Wilson, the sophomore. And we got 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. 2nd and goal.
Well, Dale, we've seen a handful of poor snaps tonight. What do you tell your young backup center to help him get these snaps up?
What I tell them is that nothing matters except for your snap. I'm going to give you help on blocks. I'm going to give you help in pass protection. All you need to worry about is the snap. Or go under center.
And Chaparral's going to let the clock run out here in the third quarter, but now we got a penalty flag. So we currently have zeros on the clock. And we do have the end of the third quarter here. And it's Saguaro Sabercats. They lead the Chaparral Firebirds 21-7. Firebirds.
At Grulix Automotive, we run on honesty and integrity. We service every make and model, including high-end sports cars, luxury vehicles, even the classics. We take our job seriously, and we're still family-owned and operated. If you want quality results from technicians who know how to do it right the first time, Grulix is the name you ought to know.
When your auto needs a fix, call Grulix.
Are you facing plumbing problems and need a reliable solution? Whether it's a leaky faucet, a clogged drain, or an upgrade to a tankless water heater, Right Way has you covered.
And for a limited time, save 10% off repairs and installations. Don't let plumbing issues ruin your day. Call Right Way at 480-WE-FIX-IT and we'll get a plumber to your door. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
So, what do we think about the new Tacoma? Lumberjack?
It's a keeper.
Ranch hand?
I reckon I'd trade my horse for one.
Nice. Bigfoot? It's true. A lot of leg room. Thanks, you guys.
Pat?
Let's do it.
The all-new Tacoma. It passes the rugged test. Right now, lease the all-new Tacoma for just $349 a month. Toyota. Let's go places.
What? He wasn't way before your time. You don't know who.
Randall was a monster.
I'm kidding. We love our smiling high school football fans, and so does our sponsor, Pro Smile, your specialist from wisdom teeth and veneers. Fans joining us tonight on the Pro Smile Cam. We have the Chaparral cheerleaders down there, and now we got looks like we got the Chaparral Bird Gang down there. Saguaro fans here for the big rivalry game here, the showdown in Scottsdale. And the Firebirds, 2nd and goal from the 2 to start the fourth quarter, trailing 21-7.
Long drive over here, Chris. I used to, get involved in this a little bit. Was it 5 miles from Saguaro to Chaparral?
5 miles. I ran it on the way over here.
I'd ride my bike.
Allen loses the ball, but is able to fall back on it. Wow. That could have been disaster for the Firebirds.
Did he hit his hand on something?
Oh,
it's a back.
Let's quickly go down in the field and check back in with Nick.
Guys, I had the opportunity to talk to the head coach of Chaparral, and he told me that his team needs to make sure to get their assignments done and finish every play and build off of those big plays just like how they had on this drive.
Well, they're going to need a big play right here. 3rd and goal from the 8. We got a one-on-one matchup up top. And we got a timeout. We'll take the break as well. 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line for Doug Nissen's Firebirds team when we come back. You're watching Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health. Honor above all.
As a member-owned financial services cooperative, we've been putting people before profit for 75 years and take pride in being a part of your Valley community. Through fundraising initiatives, volunteering, and supporting community events, we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve. Global Credit Union. Strength in community, strength in members.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignments. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car's out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignments. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Well, it's never too early to think about college, and paying it forward is one of the biggest concerns. FAFSA can help you with all of that. What is FAFSA, you ask? FAFSA is an acronym that stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. To learn more about FAFSA and how they can lend you a hand with college tuition, go to azfafsa.org. Man, you guys are messing with me up here. And let me just say
Coming out of the timeout, third down. Allen throws it out of bounds. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This is rookie hazing. I don't appreciate it.
So everybody out there, just go to azfafsa.org.
No, go to azfafsa.
I'm 0 for 2, guys. My goodness.
You did so good to the very end.
I know.
Yes.
I don't know what it is.
I was cheering for you.
You got to finish strong.
You're right.
Finish strong.
Looks like I'll be doing it again next week. Got to do it so you get it right.
Hey guys, we got the 10th play of the drive coming up, 4th and goal from the 8. Big play here.
Well, obviously, no doubt you're going for it. You're in the fourth quarter. 11 minutes left, down 2 touchdowns. We've seen a couple big plays on this drive. Can Cam Allen make something happen here to get them on the scoreboard?
Trips to the right, one-on-one on the left side. It goes that way to Gavin Mason. Touchdown, Chaparral. Allen goes to the one-on-one matchup for Gavin Mesa. The 6'5", 215-pound wide receiver tight end.
Well, you look at it and you go, Gavin Mesa, 6'5", we're going to see the replay here. He's going up against Elijah Jackson, who's 5'10".
Yeah.
It's a complete size mismatch. Great call by Chaparral. Great ball by Matt Allen, the offensive coordinator. I believe the father of Cam
Allen, the quarterback.
Great call, and then a great execution by Cam Allen getting the ball to a 6'5" receiver.
And the extra point is up, and it is good by Braden Barker. And it is that 21-14 game as the Firebirds get the touchdown on 4th down. Allen to Mesa. We got a ball game here at Chaparral.
Game Time on Your View is presented in part by Today's Patio. The season of relaxation is here. The Arizona Gun Safety Council. Gun safety saves lives. Goodwill. It feels good to do good. State 48 Roofing. Keep your roof sexy with the #1 roofer in Arizona. Grulick's Automotive Repair for the long haul. And Rhino Shield.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Imagine a puzzle, ever-changing, 3D, with millions of pieces. This puzzle is you. Your heart is a piece, so are your lungs, your lymph nodes, and even your blood cells. Your brain? That's a puzzle within a puzzle, too complex to complete alone. From annual checkups to advanced treatments, Honor Health has assembled a team of trusted experts to help you put it all together.
Theaters where regularly priced movies are just $3.50.
Sign me up. I want to go to the movies.
See quite a few movies. Just $3.50 a pop. So Pollock Theaters, Pollock Cinemas, that's the place to go.
Love me a good matinee.
Oh yeah.
Middle of the day.
Oh yeah. I think Jared Donans, our stats guy, I think he's on deck for the AZ FAFSA read next week.
He's very critical back there.
Yes, he is. He's very judgmental.
Yes, and he points fingers at us, and he said it's so easy. I'm the only one that's conquered it.
Excuse me?
Yeah, right.
I'm not too sure about that. Let's take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. 10 plays, 67 yards, 5.5 minutes off the clock. And then the 4th down touchdown toss. Allen to Mesa. And we have got a 21-14 game. Wouldn't have it any other way between Saguaro and Chaparral.
That's a next level offensive play right there. Picking your mismatch, taking advantage of it, and then executing. All three things went into that last play, 6'5" versus 5'10".
Handoff, Johnson, big hole up the middle. He's going to pick up 6. How about that offensive line there for Saguaro?
Yeah, both of the guards, Tyler McRae and Jack Moe, they do a nice job of pulling with good speed, getting those linemen in front of the running back and gaining a good 5 to 6 yards every time they run that counter play.
We've got a Chaparral player down, but that offensive line for Saguaro from left to right, 255, 275, 265, 255, 295. Bunch of underclassmen also playing for Saguaro, just like Chaparral. I'm kind of surprised that Saguaro hasn't kept it on the ground a little bit more, because Chaparral has not shown that they can stop the inside run, the counter play.
No, you're exactly right. Elias Johnson, 9 carries, 80 yards, 8.9 yards per carry.
Player down was Justin Fisher, and he's able to get off the field under his own power, which we love to see. We talked about Justin Fisher being the scholar athlete earlier for Chaparral. He had a chance to go, went to a bunch of the camps during the summer at the Ivy League schools, and he's hoping to maybe get a chance to go to Princeton or Harvard, maybe Yale, but he's thinking in terms of schools like that. And I told him I have a hard enough time spelling Harvard, let alone having an opportunity to try to go there.
Well, right there you have Saguaro going the hard count on 2nd down and 5, and Daniel Jaffari jumps off sides, free 1st down for Chaparral.
And now the ball will be at the 31-yard line. 10:20 remaining. SaberCats trying to hang on for their first win of the season. Elias Johnson once again behind that offensive line.
Yeah, just inside zone scheme right there. I saw all 5 offensive linemen get a hat on a hat, run their feet, take the guys off the ball, and you see why Elias Johnson has 8.9 yards per carry.
That's almost a first down every time you hand the ball.
It's a lot easier to make play calls when you're in 2nd and 3, 2nd and 2, and it's Jones to the left side. Big pickup by Marcel Jones, and we got a penalty flag down. Coaches talk about being in good down and distance, and the SaberCats have been able to do that.
Yeah, they're making it a mission. Coach Carey talked about it, to run the ball, right? So they're sticking to it, putting this quarterback in very favorable situations. 3rd and short, 2nd and 4, and they're executing to perfection. And just the size advantage. I mean, you have obviously the size advantage on the offensive line. The defensive line of Chaparral is a little bit undersized, so they're getting a hat on a hat, taking them off the ball, getting what they can get.
Darius Kelly not exactly pleased with that last call.
Again, it's probably on a wide receiver blocking downfield. We've talked about that. For my money, if you're Darius Kelly, if you're offensive coordinator B.J. Jenker, and you pass the ball right now in this drive, shame on you. I mean, just look at the surge up front, and then Elias Johnson on a cool night like this. Look at that. Running through arm tackles, Chaparral does not have an answer for that. I would take a little more time off the play clock, but I do not put the ball in the air unless I need to.
Elias Johnson, 11 carries, 104 yards.
Jones taking a shot down the field, looking for Aiden Whitaker, who hauls it in.
What
my
grab.
goodness, what a grab indeed. And he was actually getting tugged a little bit by the defensive back for Chaparral, Choice Price. Boy, the price was right for 34 yards.
Well, I guess if you're going to put it in the air, you better have an accurate quarterback. Again, he loves to throw these types of balls in the end zone, down the sidelines. So accurate, especially on the run.
We've been talking a lot about Aiden Whitaker tonight. I mean, this kid, I think his game translates to the next level.
Just a sophomore. 1st and 10 from the Chaparral 16. Ball is on the ground. Jones just falls on it. So that's going to be a loss of about 5 right there. Bring up 2nd down and 15 as we take another look at the catch by Aiden Whitaker on a beautiful ball from Jones.
On the run, rolling to his right. Watch where this ball is placed. And then the over-the-shoulder catch. When you say next level, I say he's next level right now. And he is only a sophomore, and he's 6'2".
He could play corner. He could play safety. He could play receiver.
He can also play basketball. He and Mason both play hoops. His brother, Johnson, going to try the right side this time. And he's going to get brought down just shy of the 20-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down. And we'll call it 15 for the SaberCats. 8 minutes remaining. SaberCats up by a touchdown.
It's the time of the game where someone on that Chaparral defense needs to make a big play. A sack, fumble, interception, rake at that ball, punch at that ball. Turnover would be huge right here.
Trips to the left, lone receiver to the right is Aiden Whitaker. He's got a one-on-one matchup. Play clock down to 8. Now down to 3. They get the snap off. Jones looks in trouble. Firebirds defense, you called it, Wes. They come up with a huge sack.
Yeah, it was Tanner Larson right there. He rushing through the B gap, gets a great push-pull on that guard. You can see him going through, look, push and pull. Sheds the block and stays with it. Beautiful play. That's what you got to do on 3rd down. You got to win your one-on-one matchup.
Well, what it does is it really kind of knocks them out of a field goal attempt, too.
Yeah, the ball's now at the 31-yard line. And
they're making a 48-yard field goal attempt.
And his range is around 40. So Saguaro is going to go for it here. 4th and 25 from the 31. Trips to the right. 2 receivers split to the left. Jones looking left. Throws it to the end zone. Has the receiver. Touchdown, SaberCats. Oh, my goodness. A 4th down touchdown strike. Jones to Armstrong once again. This time from 31 yards. Oh, my goodness, what a play. Wow.
Well, you know, every Chaparral defensive coach is saying, don't get beat deep. Don't get beat deep. It's 4th and 20. That's Archuleta playing man-to-man against number 17 for Saguaro, who we've talked about a bunch. Tristan Armstrong, again, only a junior. Tremendous execution. And you're talking about a huge, probably backbreaker of a play.
Extra point is good. So the SaberCats now lead 28-14.
And Marcel Jones, his deep ball is on full display tonight. A couple weeks ago when we when we were covering the game at Corona del Sol. A couple deep balls overthrown. One of them was an interception. So to Dale's point, from a couple weeks ago to tonight, he's making huge strides in his development.
Armstrong, his second touchdown of the night as Marcel Jones gets worked on. We take a look at the schedule here for Saguaro moving forward. Oh my goodness, they got Liberty and then down to Tucson to play Sal Point Catholic, and then they finish up at Pinnacle. Wow.
And look at the schedules they've already played.
Yeah.
And it's
Murderer's Row.
Exactly. And you have all these transfers, you have all this turmoil, and yet, talking with Jason Mons earlier this week, he said Darius Kelly's the guy for the job. He is the guy for the job. He's the guy to withstand some of this stuff and build the program. And you just have seen him withstand a lot of outside fire.
Yes.
He has support from the administration, support from the parents, and he will get Saguaro righted, I think, sooner than later.
Marcel Jones now with 2 rushing touchdowns on the night and 2 passing touchdowns here this evening. Well, Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, our defensive player or players of the game, is Saguaro's defense with 6 sacks on the night. Boy, they have put the pressure on the sophomore QB, Cam Allen.
And they've done it in so many different ways. Just winning one-on-one effort, line stunts, blitzes. It takes 4 guys working together to get that quarterback on the ground.
Well, that's your defensive player or players of the game, brought to you by Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. If it's worth doing, do it the right way.
Oh, nice.
Cam Allen, beautiful ball over the middle. Boy, Jadon Wiseman was there to lay the hit. Incomplete.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on Garrett Martin on that play. Had the right tackle absolutely on skates right there. Just a good display of his power using his length. That ball was held 1 second longer. That's a sack. Here you see him off that right side. Boom. Where are you going?
What's that feel like, Wes?
Oh, it's the best feeling. No, to knock someone back like that to the ground and then get the sack over the top of them. That's the best feeling. Oh, he does it again.
And Allen's got to run outside the pocket. Martin in pursuit. All right, hang on, everybody. Cam Allen takes a shot down the field, and it is incomplete. Oh, my goodness. So, from both of your perspectives, an offensive lineman trying to block for a play like that, and as a defensive lineman, what's it like to be in pursuit?
Well, an offensive lineman is like, good luck to you. Have fun. I got my guy here. You want to run out there and then come circle back around? I might take a shot at the guy, but I ain't chasing after you.
Well, from a defensive lineman perspective, it's so hard to get back there. So when you see that quarterback, your eyes light up, and it's an all-out effort to get him to the ground.
So it's going to bring up now 3rd down and 10 for the Firebirds. 5:57 remaining. Chaparral came into tonight's game 3-3 on the year. Saguaro 0-6. Is this the night SaberCats get their first victory of the season?
A lot of firsts tonight, maybe. Saguaro, game time kickoff temperature under 70.
64 degrees at kickoff, and down the left side is Wilson. He gets knocked out of bounds, but not before picking up the first down.
Yeah, this is a play call I wish that this offense would have gone to earlier in the game, executing the screen plays. When they get blockers out in space, not one of Saguaro's strengths is getting off of blocks in space and making plays.
So the clock stops, 5:49 remaining. Firebirds with the ball at their own 47. Good look at Claiborne Watkins. Had to sit out the first 5 games after transferring to Saguaro from Chaparral. Allen goes through the hands of Alex Bull, who transferred from Saguaro to Chaparral. If you're keeping score at home.
Jeez. Well, you look at the Chaparral team, you got a sophomore quarterback, you got a sophomore receiver in Cash Park, you got 3 sophomore starting offensive linemen, you got a junior starting out. The future is bright.
Yes.
For both these squads. It's just getting through this season with all the turmoil that went on in Saguaro, and Chaparral's been under turmoil with all the coaching changes. You get through this year, and I think both these teams next year, look out.
Wide open, Wilson down the sidelines as Allen finds him. Another big pickup here for the Firebirds. Oh my goodness, so don't count out this Chaparral team, a pickup of 30 yards.
Martin Rennie chases them down, number 33 for Saguaro. See him chasing them from behind and slow getting up and not quite getting off the field yet, but you're talking about Rennie, 43 tackles coming into this game. Runs a 4.48 40 at 6 foot, 210 pounds. But Chaparral, you score here, you're a 1-score game again.
We saw the Saguaro schedule earlier. You know, you take a look at this Chaparral schedule and what they have moving forward. They got Centennial, at Liberty, at Boulder Creek to finish off their regular season. Centennial's getting better as they picked up a bunch of transfers. Liberty, obviously, they'll be hunting for a second straight Open Division state championship, and then they head up to Anthem to take on Boulder Creek. Yeah, you talk about Chaparral, Dale, and their head coach, Doug Nissison, in his second season, and I really like where he has this program going. Chance to talk to him during the week and as well as before the game tonight. Great guy. He's got the right message in mind, and he's building a nice culture here at Chaparral.
Well, the thing is, both these schools, you've had so much success.
Yes.
It's almost like, okay, you're in Nebraska or you're Miami or Florida and you have national championships, but times have changed. There's West Valley schools now, there's East Valley schools, but be patient with these guys. They're both really good football coaches, and they got young squads.
Pass is complete, and it's going to be a first down for the Firebirds, and it's Gavin Mesa with the pickup. Had the touchdown earlier, picks up the first down here.
Here's another one of Gavin Mesa's strengths is after he catches the ball, he's strong. He's able to break tackles, get north and south.
6'5", 215 pounds. I mean, he's a great target at tight end for your quarterback.
Terrific baseball player as well as center fielder. And that ball is incomplete. Yeah, Mesa, he's the top uncommitted senior in the state for baseballs. We have a penalty flag down.
Personal foul against Sabercats.
Well, we saw number 74, Will Cimino, coming off the field. One of those sophomores, his helmet got knocked off, but I think he gets to stay in the game because it was knocked off by a penalty.
5:02 remaining, and it is first and goal for the Firebirds from the 5-yard line. 2 receivers split to the right, 2 to the left. And we got penalties before the snap.
I'm talking about Will Cimino.
Actually, it's a timeout. Timeout, Saguaro.
Am I pronouncing that correct?
It's Chimino.
Really, you're going to be that?
You asked.
Chimino. It's Cimmino. How do you get Chimino out of that?
You'd have to ask Will's family.
Okay, well, Will, you need to put an H in there to make it Chimino. All right? But 6'5", 255 pounds, and he's a sophomore. That means he's like 15 years old. That's crazy. athletic.
pretty wild.
Athletic, he's raw, he's got great size, and continues to improve as the season goes along.
If he's hearing this broadcast, I watched him on tape, plays a little too high. He needs to get in the shoots, and he needs more duck walks, right?
Well, what I would tell him is what I dislike a lot is the younger guys. These offensive tackles are in their stances. They're getting in 2-point stances, and they're standing up like they're an NFL offensive lineman.
Okay.
Get down a little bit. You can see him in his stance right now. Too high.
First and goal from the 5. Wilson, the carry fighting, gets brought down at about the 2.
And I think that's across the board when I watch some of these young guys, because they see the NFL guys. So they stand up in these 2-point stances, and you can't run block. You can't gain leverage when you're that high to begin with.
Second and goal from the 2. Allen to Wilson. Touchdown, Chaparral.
Well, what a night for Jace Wilson. Just making himself available in the pass game. Had a couple nice runs out of the backfield. Nice, good player for the Chaparral offense.
Well, great drive, great response. Still 5 minutes left in this game. 4 minutes, 32 seconds left. Tie the ball down the field. Still going to have a couple timeouts.
Plenty of time for Chaparral.
No panic in the offense. Again, you're talking about a sophomore quarterback who led that drive down the field.
Extra point, it's up, and it is good. So it's now a 28-21 game with 4:32 remaining. Jace Wilson, another one of those sophomores with a 2-yard TD catch. And Chaparral Firebird side is all fired up in the big rivalry game against Saguaro. We were down on the field before the end. You could just feel it from both sides how much they wanted to win this game.
Absolutely. I was watching the offensive line come out in warm-ups, and just looking at their faces, it looked like they were ready for war. So you could see it's been a hard-fought game on both sides, and it's really anyone's game.
Saguaro won the meeting last year between these two, 38-28. Trying to get it here tonight and get their first win of the season. And it's going to be a touchback. And let's now take a look at the Big O Tires scoring drive. Big O Tires, the team you trust. The last one for Saguaro, 9 plays, 80 yards, 4.5 minutes off the clock. The 4th down, 31-yard touchdown pass, Jones to Armstrong. The second time they have connected tonight for a touchdown.
Well, I believe Armstrong, did you say he's also a transfer?
Indeed, from Chaparral.
Well, he let the Chaparral defensive back know. I'm telling you honestly, I'd have a hard time with all this.
Oh, for sure.
I would have a hard time with all this. To think that Jeff Harper would transfer to Saguaro, or Kevin and I would transfer to Chaparral. I can't ever see it happening. Another penalty on Saguaro.
Wow, that's big coming out of the break right there.
I mean, how do you have a penalty on a touchback?
Doesn't make sense to me.
Doesn't make sense to Darius Kelly either. And it was in and out of the hands of Procopio. Dale, going back to the transferring of rival schools. So my year, Darryl Bevel, after his freshman year, his dad went from being the head varsity basketball coach at Saguaro to the varsity football coach at Chaparral. So after the freshman year, Darryl left Saguaro, went to Chaparral for the rest of his high school career. And our football team at Saguaro got after him the next 3 years. In fact, one of our defensive linemen, offensive linemen, John Hunter, knocked him out of one of the games. And we had terrific teams back then. Tony Worsler, our quarterback, and Brian Smith, wide receiver, and Andy Davis, the running back. And along with John Hunter, they took care of business against the Firebirds.
Marcel Jones, he was being looked at after the last drive. Now he's limped off the field out of the game. Never saw what happened to him through that last touchdown pass.
So we got 3rd down and 5, and now we got the freshman quarterback, Zealand Danielson, in, and he's going to hand it off, and we're going to have a first down here, Elias Johnson. And they're going to give him the first down, it looks like.
Pretty generous spot right there. I thought his knee touched down maybe a yard before that marker.
So Zealand Danielson, the new quarterback, the freshman, he was the starter for the first 4 games while Jones had to sit out because the transfer rule.
6'2", 215. And again, if I'm Saguaro, if I'm sitting here and I'm B.J. Jenker or I'm Darius Killen, why are you doing anything but running the ball between the tackles?
100%.
They have not stopped you for less than 5 yards the entire game.
And Danielson's going to hand it off once again. Clock continues to run. Now we got whistles, so we now have a timeout. Chaparral, 2:48 remaining.
So what it's going to come down to is Saguaro. If I'm Saguaro, I'm running the ball 2 more times. You use a timeout on this after the next play, and then if you pick up the first down, game's over with. I'm not going to have my freshman quarterback throw the ball. Not going to take any chances. And again, there's been nothing that I've seen that would make me think they can stop me.
Let's now take a look at the last Chaparral scoring drive. Brought to you by Big O Tires. Big O Tires, the team you trust. 8 plays, 67 yards. $143 off the clock. Allen to Wilson, sophomore to keep Chaparral within striking distance.
You've got to love the fight in this Chaparral team. Down 2 scores, able to get the touchdown, and now they're 2 plays away from getting that ball back and putting themselves in position to tie this game up.
Good look at B.J. Dinker, the offensive coordinator, former quarterback at U of A. Also spent time coaching at Texas A&M and at his alma mater, Arizona.
Now again, I didn't see a flag on the field. Did you guys see a flag on the field?
I did not.
The ball's now been backed up 10 yards. We didn't see any official acknowledgement of this.
No. Imaginary hold.
Okay.
Yeah, they're backed up now to their own 12-yard line. And a big pickup here by Johnson. Oh, my goodness. And now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. And Chaparral is going to burn another timeout.
I mean, it was a pitch outside. The ball was contained, right? So the backer scraping over the top, there was nobody there.
So the Firebirds have used their 3rd and final timeout. As we take another look at that last play.
I love the way that Johnson gets running downhill. Look at this. Shoulders lean. Gonna run through contact. Gonna take more than one guy to get him on the ground. 6 foot, 195-pound senior. 256 yards rushing coming in the game, obviously adding to that. Again, going back to that previous play.
If you want quality results from technicians who know how to do it right the first time, Grulix is the name you ought to know. When your auto needs a fix, call Grulix.
Didn't change their game plan, even though whatever happened. Again, I just haven't seen that go on without an official explanation.
3rd and 1. Johnson. First down and more. Johnson off to the races. Firebirds in pursuit. Finally going to bring him down inside the 15-yard line. But what a huge run by Johnson on 3rd and 1. He picks up 58.
The Chaparral defense stacked the box. And this Saguaro offensive line got a hat on a hat, and there was a little crease in there. Once you get to that second level, There's nobody there at the second level. Everyone's coming downhill.
Two defensive guys and one gap, the interior of that offensive line.
That's right.
Tyler King, Tyler McRae, Jack Moak. Tremendous job at crunch time, because that basically ends the game. No timeouts were 2 minutes. There's no 2 minute warning in high school football. Just a tremendous job by that offensive line opening some holes.
Saguaro in the Rhino Shield red zone. Rhino Shield, never paint your house again. Johnson again gets brought down inside the 5. Let's go down the field and check back in with Nick Kelly.
Guys, I was on the Saguaro sideline when Marcel Jones came out limping. I looked down and he has a heavy taped ankle. And it seems like he's got to stay out for the rest of the game and just finish this game out with freshman number 15, Zealand Danielson.
Elias Johnson on the day, 18 carries, 201 yards. What a day.
I'm not so sure why you wouldn't just take a knee. The only thing that can happen is if you try and score here or hand the ball off. Could be a fumble, could be something like that. Not sure why you wouldn't just take a knee.
Play clock down to 2. They want to snap. They finally get it off. Danielson's going to keep it. Work the left side. Pushing forward into the end zone. Touchdown, SaberCats. And that will do it.
Well, if you're the Chaparral defense, you're going to look at this tape and see that there was guys that were not in their gap when they're supposed to be in their gap. Gap control is huge. It's one of the first drills that you do when you get to practice. You come off the ball, you make sure you're fit in your gap so everyone knows it's clear what gap you're supposed to be in. If guys were in their gap on this series, they would be having the ball right now with the opportunity to score.
Salgado now on for the extra point. It is up, and it is good. Saguaro now 35-21. 49 seconds remaining. The SaberCats and Marcel Jones are going to get their first victory of the season, and it comes at the hands of their rival, Chaparral. Take a look at the 6A power rankings. This is the second week of the power rankings. You got Bash on top, ALA, Queen Creek. There's Liberty. Remember, we got Pinnacle next week at O'Connor. They check in at number 10. ALA, Queen Creek 6-0. Red Mountain 6-0. The last two unbeaten teams in 6A.
Well, Chris, you've done a lot of years with me.
Yes.
I honestly don't know why you don't take a knee there. Game's over with. Now anything could happen. I mean, you could return this kickoff for a touchdown and be right back in an onside kick. Injuries can happen. There's just so much stuff that can go on where 2 knees and you're on a bus ride home and celebrate.
Chaparral with the return. Can get brought down at about the 31-yard line. On the return there for the Firebirds is Hunter Woland. And here comes back out Cam Allen. As you say, with Chaparral out of timeouts, Dale, you take a couple of knees and this game would already be over. And here comes Cam Allen. I'll tell you what, really like this sophomore quarterback. Had a terrific year last year as a freshman at Central. 28 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, led the Bobcats to an 8-2 record. He's a good one. Fires a strike here. Catch is made by Alex Bull, the senior. And the clock will stop to move the chains. Now the clock is running again. Again, Firebirds, no more timeouts. Pass is caught. Big hit right there short of the first down, though, so the clock will continue to run.
Well, as we talked, both teams got young guys. The future's bright. Let's hope he's okay.
And this one is over. And the Saguaro SaberCats get their first win of the season. And it comes against their big rival, Chaparral, 35-21. Darius Kelly's first win as the head coach of the SaberCats.
That was a hard-earned win for the Saguaro SaberCats tonight. They practiced hard all week in practice, almost like a training camp style practice. Going hard, coming out here, executing both on offense, getting 6-7 sacks on defense. If you're an offensive line, you got to feel good about getting your running back over 200 yards rushing. So a complete victory for the Saguaro SaberCats.
Nothing like getting that first one as a head coach. Got your quarterback for this year and next year. And we talked about the youth of Chaparral, Saguaro, a bunch of youth on Saguaro too.
Let's now go down to the field where Nick Kelly's standing by with the Saguaro quarterback, Marcel Jones. Nick, it's all yours.
Marcel, first win this season and against your old team. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. Just coming out with my guys, getting this dub. First of the season, plan to continue to get more.
How do you feel you played against their defense?
I feel like first half we missed some drives, but second half we took what they gave us, and we scored on our opportunities.
Being a former player, what did you see against their defense?
I just seen a lot of man coverage. Like once I really was watching the film on the sideline, I was like, we could beat these guys one-on-one, and that's what we did. And then we took advantage of the run game.
Thank you, Marcel. Congrats, man. You're the player of the game.
That is Nick Kelly with a somewhat subdued Marcel Jones.
Well, let's hope that ankle.
Yes.
He's young. Let's hope it's minor. Let's hope that he's okay for the rest of the season.
So Darius Kelly, his first victory as the head coach of the Saguaro SaberCats. And it happens at Chaparral. 35-21 the final. Still plenty to come when we come back.
Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in women in the U.S., and it accounts for 30% of all new women's cancers each year. Will it be your mother, your wife, your sister, your coworker, a neighbor, a friend who will find herself in the fight of her life? A gift to Honor Health Cancer Care puts you in her circle of care, providing support to breast cancer patients. Give her strength for the fight. Make your donation to Honor Health Cancer Care today.
Gladys Murray, all she does is worry. She even worries about,
where do all our lost socks go?
But when it comes to AC, plumbing, or water softener needs, she's never lost, as she uses Collins Comfort. Collins will be there in minutes, not days, and there's never a trip charge or service fee with any repair. There's no worry.
No worry.
AC or plumbing problems? In a hurry? No worry. Call Collins at 480-NO-WORRY. Collins Comfort, home of no worry service and pricing.
Hey, Dad, can I play?
Yeah. Oh, I just got hit.
That's okay. You can try again.
That's the difference between a game and real life.
What do you mean?
In real life, you need to treat guns with special care because people can get hurt, or even worse.
Don't you keep your guns locked up?
Yes, but if you ever see one, don't touch it and call an adult right away.
Okay, Dad. Can we play now?
Yeah, let's go conquer the universe.
Talk to your kids about gun safety.
lock, store, protect.
Tired of repainting your home year after year? Introducing Rhino Shield, the revolutionary solution that's not paint. Rhino Shield is a durable ceramic that bonds to your home, creating a shield against harsh weather conditions. Say goodbye to frequent repainting, cracking, and peeling. Resist UV rays, keeping your home looking beautiful for years to come. Rhino Shield is backed by our 25-year warranty, giving you peace of mind and confidence in your investment. Rhino Shield, the future of home protection.
Rhino Shield.
The postgame report is brought to you by Sands Chevrolet. Sands is the one.
Welcome to the Sands Chevrolet postgame report. Sands is the one, and Saguaro is the one tonight. They get their first victory of the season, 35-21 over Chaparral. And Nick Kelly is standing by with Saguaro head coach Darius Kelly. Take it away, Nick.
Coach, first win of the season against this big-time rival of you guys. How are you guys feeling?
We feel great, man. I mean, against all odds, that's all I can say, man. There's a lot of things we had to battle through this entire offseason, through this entire year, even through this week to get this victory. And it took every single person a part of this program to get it done. And against all odds, man, we got it done. So I'm just happy for my guys.
Marcel, your offense, your defense, they were on full display tonight. How do you feel that your team operated in this game?
Man, I mean, I think we had some ups and downs, but I think they were clicking. You know, they made the plays when they needed to be made. You know, when it was fourth down, we had some guys make plays on fourth down twice, and when we had to run the ball at the end of the game, our guys ran and our guys blocked and executed when we needed to make the plays. And I wish we'd make a little bit more, but they made the plays when they needed to make them, so I'm happy for them.
Great win, Coach. I appreciate you. Best of luck next week.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick, and congratulations to a very happy Saguaro head coach Darius Kelly. A full moon here this evening.
Yeah, maybe that's why my body hurts so much. Hey,
you think that's why?
Those days are coming for you, Wes.
Yep, I'm already knowing.
Well, tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Galaxy Concrete Coatings. Concrete coatings that are out of this world. Speaking of out of this world, that's how you can describe tonight's player of the game. Who else? The quarterback, Marcel Jones.
If he continues to improve at the rate that he's improved over the last 3 weeks, look out for this young man. I believe the next year he will be on the tip of everybody's tongue talking about quarterbacks in Arizona. We've seen him throw some unbelievable touch passes. We've seen some zip on the ball, and he is that true dual threat.
Well, and it's just so much you have to account for. You have the zone read, you have the quarterback sweep, he can throw the deep ball. So as a defense, there's a lot you have to think about, a lot you have to dealing with the quarterback like Marcel Jones. Great performance tonight. All-around team win. They earned it. They lost 6 straight games, so to get that win is a good feeling for the SaberCats.
Saguaro to win 35-21. The Sands Chevrolet postgame report continues when we come back.
Monsoon season is here. Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Go to state48roofing.com to get your courtesy roof inspection right now. State 48 Roofing is the #1 referred roofing contractor in Arizona. Go to state48roofing.com right now.
Every outdoor space has different needs. This sectional makes our large patio feel cozy. Very cozy. We needed a dining set with a smaller profile, but big enough for unexpected guests. These chaise lounges and the big umbrella allow us to relax any time of the day. Sometimes all day, right, Mom? And when it's time to wind down, this fire pit is very persuasive.
Today's patio. All your patio needs.
Aww. Okay, let's scamper along. Wow, it's a whole herd. Well, you know what? More time for me to spend in my new Tundra. And a turtle. Guess it's time to catch up on my reading.
Cherish your time in a Toyota Tundra. Right now, get low 1.99% financing for up to 48 months on any Tundra model. Toyota, let's go places.
Breast cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths in women in the U.S., and it accounts for 30% of all new women's cancers each year. Will it be your mother, your wife, your sister, your coworker, a neighbor, a friend who will find herself in the fight of her life? A gift to Honor Health Cancer Care puts you in her circle of care, providing support to breast cancer patients. Give her strength for the fight. Make your donation to Honor Health Cancer Care today.
Monsoon season is here. Is your roof ready to weather the storm? Go to state48roofing.com to get your courtesy roof inspection right now. State 48 Roofing is the #1 referred roofing contractor in Arizona. Go to state48roofing.com right now.
Over Chaparral by a score of 35-21. Let's now take a look at tonight's play of the game, brought to you by Parker & Sons Cooling, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing Experts. We're not your average Joe, and this is not your average throw. What a beautiful ball, Marcel Jones to Aiden Whitaker.
Could have picked a couple of these from Marcel Jones. I mean, he's got this throw down, and there's not a more difficult throw to make in football from a quarterback, and he made about 3 of those. That's just one of them. And tremendous job by Marcel Jones and this offensive team from Saguaro.
Let's now take a look at the final stats from this one. What stands out to you here, Wes?
Well, I just think the passing yards on both sides, both two young quarterbacks were able to execute throughout the entire game with the deep ball, with the short and intermediate passing game, were able to get in the end zone multiple times. And then obviously the rushing game for Saguaro, over 258 yards rushing, 173 yards rushing in the second half. So offensive line for Saguaro, these skilled players need to be buying them some lunch or something, because they were opening up some seams for them all night tonight.
Well, you look down the left side for the SaberCats. I mean, obviously they passed for more yards, they rushed for more yards, they had more first downs. They also had more penalties. 10 penalties, 105 yards. A couple of those we didn't know what they were for. But then the 6 sacks. But then you got the 6 sacks that obviously put Chaparral beyond the chains.
But the big stat, the win in the victory column for the SaberCats, their first one of the year, and it comes against Chaparral. 35-21 for our producer, Brock Kraft, who had a terrific week doing just about everything for us. And for Nick Kelly, Wes Horton, Dale Hellstray, and our entire Your View broadcast team, I'm Chris Harris saying so long from Chaparral High School. Final score, 35-21. Saguaro with the victory over Chaparral. To watch a replay of tonight's game, you can log on to watch.yourview.com. Thanks for watching Game Time on Your View, presented by Honor Health. Honor above all, and have a great weekend, everybody.
Grulix Automotive. We run on honesty and integrity. We service every make and model, including high-end sports cars, luxury vehicles, even the classics. We take our job seriously, and we're still family-owned and operated. If you want quality results from technicians who know how to do it right the first time, Grulix is the name you ought to know.
When your auto needs a fix, call Grulix.
It's easy to find stores that sell and install tires, but many of them don't offer critical services like alignments. Did you know the warranty from the tire manufacturer could be voided if your car's out of alignment? At Big O, we install and maintain every tire we sell, as well as offer many other auto repair services. And yes, that includes alignments. Here at Big O, everything we do is to protect you and your car. Guess that's why tires is in our name. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Gladys Murray, all she does is worry. She even worries about,
why is it impossible to hum while holding your nose shut?
But when her AC is making strange noises, there is no worry because she uses Collins Comfort. She knows they'll get her system back up and humming in no time with their same-day service, 24/7, all year long.
No worry.
Heating and cooling problem? In a hurry? No worry. Call Collins at 480-NO